Sure. If I could get the fucking lid on my bottle here. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Someone roll me an Arcana check because we're here, episode 3 of Storm King's Thunder. Why don't we go around and everyone introduce yourselves along with your character?
Hello, my name is Anthony. I play the Arakakuran known as Silas Shadowbane.
Wonderful. One of these days, you guys are going to get this down.
Hello, I am Jedi, also known as Ignis Blackthorn, your resident dragonborn barbarian.
Tremendous.
I'm Geek, everyone's least favorite warlock, Astreus.
True.
I'm Wonder, also known as Thrin, and everybody's favorite dwarf.
Wonderful. And?
I'm Brackle, and so far all we know is that I'm Alira.
Very mysterious,
There
Alira.
we go.
Also, I rolled a 10 on the Arcana check.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, I gotta open my character
I rolled a
sheet probably.
Were we actually supposed to roll that? I
If you
didn't.
wanted to.
Let's see,
Okay.
I rolled double sevens. That's
Makes sense. Thrin's just a barbarian, so Arcana checks aren't really his thing.
Get the booty ass roll out the way now. That's fine.
I rolled a 4. This is bad.
Ooh.
I get to use my new watermelon dice.
Well, I'm not picking
Water your
those.
melon dice.
Watermelon sugar.
Ayo.
I got a 6. Let's go.
Hey, here we go. So, last time on Storm King's Thunder, you guys went, well, I say you guys, Astreus, Thren, and Ignis, you guys all went to Tribor off of the pleading help cries of a random woman running, and it looked like she had been kind of fucked up a little bit. A little bit of blood, a little bit of scrapes. So, as you guys approached Tribor, you saw it was under siege, or as I called the episode, attack on Tribor. You guys saw 2 fire giants along with a gluttony of orcs, orogs, and magmins. You guys made short work of most of the magmins, along with the orogs and the orcs. And after 2 very surprising showings against the fire giants, you also killed them. And Elira, with the shot going downtown, took out the other fire giants. The only one to have fallen was Ignis. However, he was brought back rather quickly. But, as we call that in the olden days, fucketh around, findeth out. And with that, we are back in Tribor. And I'm going to set the field. The flames are still around in some of the buildings. You see a woman come from the central tower in Tribor. She comes to you all with a small group of soldiers behind her, which also, I did put pictures of all of the NPCs that you're going to be dealing with already in the chat, and unlike last time, they're actually there. And add to that, they also have all of their corresponding names above them. So you can reference to those when you would like. I will say you did lose 1 NPC last session. We will wait to see if that specific NPC had a quest for you or not. But as we dive in here, bodies, blood, destruction, ember, flames, laying around along with the bodies of the orcs, the orogs. This woman comes from the tower along with a small unit of soldiers. She approaches you all as you guys kind of come together, and she looks to you all. Well, that's one way to do it, I suppose. All right, men. I need everyone, you four. I need you over there to go find other survivors. If there's any in the wreckage, any in the rumble, we need to get them out now. You three, I need you three to go over, start collecting the dead, get them lined up. We need a count now. Silas,
Yes.
I need you to help benefit in whatever case you can. Okay, so, apologies. My name is Dorathra. I don't exactly have a whole lot of time to speak. We're still obviously kind of fucked around here. So, if I could be that person, could you all help us with the cleanup here?
I'd help with the fires. Thrin will start. Go look for a bucket to pitch fire, water on the fires.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh god, brain fog. I'm gonna go help grab dead bodies.
Okay.
I will also help grab bodies as well.
Okay. Astreus?
I will go help put out fires, I guess.
Okay.
I'll go try to help sort out any survivors.
Fantastic. You guys go about, and you're starting to help the people of Tribor, and it's not a good scene. Buildings are collapsed. You see bodies of shapes, sizes, races, all sorts, just laying about. It takes a few hours, and you guys do finally get some kind of, it feels like, control over the situation. A lot of the fires are put out, still some smoldering embers. Oh, I did forget one thing, fuck. The small group of druids, they come over as you guys are about to disperse, and you hear one of the druids go, Dorethra, my lady, I apologize, and she's just gonna cut him off completely. Listen, where is Corin? I'm trying to fucking understand why I have no knowledge of this attack coming. They had to have come from your lands or the west. Where is Corin? I'm so sorry, milady. Stop apologizing. Go fucking find him. Right away, milady. And you'll watch this druid fucking whip around real quick, start sprinting. He jumps and then just, like, twists and turns into a fucking eagle. Wild shapes, and he's just gone. The other three druids start assisting you all as well. But as you guys get a semblance of how everything is starting to look in the area, it's not a good thing. Like, it's not a good look. You start to see a pretty massive row of bodies laid about. They have coverings over them. There are some other pedestrians, civilians, Triborians trying to figure out who's who. You guys look over in one part and you see a mother, what looks to be holding a child, and she's just rocking back and forth, just, no, it was supposed to be like this. No, it's too soon. You guys see Dorathra lean up against the tower as her men are coming to her left and right, just trying to ask for some kind of direction. What do you guys do?
Thrin is going to. Okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the mother with the child, is child gone?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing I can do?
You can certainly try.
Okay. That's where I'm heading.
Okay.
Ren's going to go and inspect where those fire giants were digging and try to figure out why they were digging there.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna go search the fire giants and see if they have, I don't know, any like orders on them or something useful.
I gotta find that small part, but yeah, okay.
They might have
Silas,
information.
Ignis.
Silas is probably going to take a head count of how many dead bodies there are, and then just report back to Darathra.
Okay. Okay. And Ignis?
While he's doing that, I'm going to be looking through the bodies of the friendlies and see if they had anything useful or any type of what's the word I'm looking for? Instructions on pretty much what Shreyas is doing with the giants. I'm doing for the NPCs.
Okay. So I will say you'll run into a little bit of probably a little bit of like collision with that, obviously, because some of the people are, because you're
Upset.
trying to loot the loved ones, or unless you mean like you're trying to loot like the orcs and the orogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I say friend? I'm sorry. I meant.
Yeah,
I
no,
meant,
you're good.
like-
That's what I figured you meant, but yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So we're gonna start with you, Elira.
Okay.
You walk up to this woman holding this. I mean, you can only assume it's a child. She kind of has it wrapped up in some kind of a cloth. What do you do?
First, I mean, what do I hear?
That's a good question. It's very loud. Very loud. Deafening for you. You hear a lot of like it's a lot of like almost like arguing almost. Like the voices are trying to get like a central spot to like say something, but then everybody just keeps talking over one another. You also
Gotcha.
hear voices from maybe the orcs and the orogs trying to understand what they did wrong. They were just following orders.
Okay. But I'm not specifically hearing a child.
I mean, you definitely hear a few children, although, I mean, unfortunately, you could assume that there are a few other casualties in that department.
Okay, but nobody's trying to get my attention where I'm at.
I wouldn't say so, no.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try to cast Cure Wounds.
Cure wounds, okay.
Yeah.
What is the technical definition of cure wounds, if you don't mind me asking?
A creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to a 2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Roll me a d20.
Oh god, I don't have dice. Hang on.
You kind of need those, Brackle.
What are we playing?
She wasn't ready.
Sorry.
I have 2 sets and I don't even think I'm going to be using them tonight.
I've got 12 sets.
I've got, well, all of
Yeah,
my
I'm
dice
in front of
within
me.
arm's reach.
She
But-
thinks I have a problem.
Got
That's
I
fair.
got a chest full, so
Good
I have
God.
2 sets in front of me, so you know.
What'd you get?
16.
Roll me the cure wounds.
Okay. Like the 2d8s or like to hit?
No,
To,
2d8,
Cast.
the 2 d8s.
Okay.
d8
okay.
plus your spell casting modifier.
gonna be a 19.
A 19? No shit. Okay. Explain to me what you do when you go up to this woman and her deceased child.
I'm just gonna walk up to the woman as soon as she kind of notices my presence. I'm not even gonna say a word. Just gonna kind of try to get permission, basically. And when she gives me the nod, just gonna place my hand on top of hers, on top of the child. And you'll just see me lower my head, kind of mutter under my breath.
Hoon, thank you for the prime.
And
44 months, my God. How you doing, Hoony boy?
Okay. So the D20, I had a number in my head, and if you did better than that number, we were going to see what happens. So as you put your hand on this woman's hand, you kind of give her this, like, look as, like, trust me, or maybe, like, let me see what I can do type of vibe. And it takes a moment, but she feels this, how would you describe the magic? Normally I say it's like a golden aura, but, like, I don't want to assume.
No, it's definitely not going to be gold. Definitely not dealing with gold here. It's definitely going to be dark and cold.
Okay, I was going to say probably a cold. Okay, so yeah. So she feels this coldness, and for those that are watching, obviously you all are still doing your own things, but you'll see this cold energy kind of like radiate from her hand, from Elira's hand into the woman's hand, and then into the blanket as it kind of sits there, and this woman just kind of like holding. It's quiet. And you begin to hear a cry. As this woman, already losing her fucking mind, just proceeds to just start losing it further. And she just looks up to you. Thank you. Thank you. Holding the child.
I'll just
Okay.
nod and walk off.
Astreus.
Ah, that's me.
You're searching the giants for stuff, yes?
Yeah. Specifically for, like, the reason they're here.
Oh, okay. Why don't you roll me? Are you searching both or just one?
Both.
So either I can roll this or you can. Doesn't matter, but I need 2 D100 rolls, please.
Oh. Uh-oh. I got it.
Okay.
8 and 96. Those are very opposite ends of the spectrum there.
Yeah. Okay, so off of one of the bodies of the giants in his bag, you find a giant-sized shabby cloak made of wool. Do with that what you will. And on the other one, a 10-foot-long hemp rope tied to a boat anchor.
Jeez.
Huh?
That's what I have for you, sir.
That's crazy.
Why the fuck does this dude have a boat anchor?
There's a specific loot table that I have to roll for giants, and that is what you get, sir. But
So
That's
Thren is
wild.
kind of near me, right? Because he was going to investigate the hole.
Yeah.
Thren, can you... I don't... Why the fuck does this one have an anchor?
Hey, what the hell are you talking about, Green Eyes?
green eyes.
I'll go over and investigate. Yeah.
As like this the giant that had his head cut off from the Tribor soldier, you lift open the side of the satchel. His satchel is like the size of like a small sedan. And as you like go to lift it up, you look like you're trying to get into a pillow fort. You look, there's a whole ass boat anchor tied with a 10-foot hemp rope just in his bag.
Thrin will have like a puzzled. Yeah, Thrin will have like a puzzled look on his face, and he'll kind of look. Do we have anything around here that would have an anchor this size?
Aren't we? How far away from the nearest ocean? I've been here for like 6 months, man. I don't know where I am.
Do I know of any, like, what's the nearest water source that would have an anchor this size?
Probably, I can pull up a map here. I mean, definitely, well, yeah, it definitely would probably Neverwinter. Probably.
That's a long ways away.
Yeah, Neverwinter is probably the closest place with a dock. Either that or, I mean, depending on where you... No, because Tribor's right next to Phandalin. So, yeah. I mean, there might be a smaller town nearby that's next to a dock, but yeah, no, that's what you can gather.
Hey, it's beyond me.
All right.
Couldn't tell you.
But to answer your more specific question, Strayus, no, you do not find any like documents or papers or anything of that sort.
Well, these guys are quite unuseful.
Ignis.
Yes, sir.
You're searching the leftover, the bodies of all of the bad guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me get this for you. Silas, what were you doing, sir?
I was counting the dead bodies, and then I was going to report back how many there were to Durethra.
Gotcha. Okay. We want this. We want this. Come on, I need you to load. Goodness gracious. Off of the bodies, or no, I'm sorry. There we go. You find 14 silver.
Okay.
Amongst the bodies.
Okay.
Not a whole lot of stuff. Obviously, like they have like some other like smaller things. Like there's a couple that have like cooking utensils, and a couple of them have like maybe a whip or two. But yeah.
Yeah. You said
Anything
14.
Yes, sir. 14 silver. Okay. Brain fart. Thread. As you go up to the hole, sir, you go up to the hole. It is definitely a small like crater in the ground at this point because they got I want to say like 4 or 5 rounds of digging done in the combat. Why don't you roll me a perception check and we'll see what you can see.
Just a heads
Man.
up. I gotta get my dog her medicine in a half hour, so I might walk away.
Just let me know.
Yep.
Or I guess just tell me when you have to do it.
Yep.
What'd you get, sir?
10.
A 10?
Yeah.
It's not a very hard DC. So as you go up to this hole, Thren, you see a piece of metal in the ground. It looks like this rather large, odd-shaped piece of metal that looks like it's still pretty heavily lodged into the ground.
Is it like shiny? Have I ever seen any of this type of metal before?
Why don't you roll me a history check?
That's not good. Does an 8 work?
With you being a minor, I would really think.
Advantage roll, maybe?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage since you're a minor.
I was gonna say, isn't that a thing for your specific type of dwarf
Yeah, I
when
specifically
studying
get-
rocks and shit? Which is what
Yep,
you're
I
doing.
specifically get advantage on that anyway. But that's a lot better. That's a 14.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna butcher this. As you see this piece of metal, you believe, where did it go? There it is. It is a broken band of a 2-inch thick adamantine.
Adamantine.
Yeah,
Adamantine.
adamantine.
Yeah,
Adamantium.
No, it's not technically
Adamantine.
adamantium. It's adamantine.
Yeah.
Oh.
And is it just ore or is it like an actual steel?
from what you can gather, it is a rather large piece of metal. Because obviously they didn't dig a whole lot out because they got about halfway done. But from what you can gather, kind of like going up to it and kind of inspecting it, you can tell that it definitely goes further into the hole.
And it's just cylindrical?
No, it says it's a bent and broken band.
It would take me by band.
I'm going to assume probably almost like a rectangular shape. I'm kind of envisioning something of like circular style, like it's circular, bent like a circle. Yeah. I have no reference pictures. The book has given me nothing for this. I have
Nice.
I have two paragraphs of description. That's it, and I can only give you half of the information at this moment.
Right. I'm gonna look over to Astreus. Hey, laddie, come check this out.
I'll walk over there.
Yeah, you see the same thing. You see a rather large piece of metal. Thread, obviously, I'm assuming would tell you that it is a adamantine or adamantine.
Adamantine.
There you go.
It appears to be adamantine steel, which is very rare, isn't it? Like, hardly ever see it type of metal.
Correct.
This must be what they were after.
Are there any markings on it?
Roll me an Arcana check.
But to say, that's why I brought him over
I
here.
was gonna say I'm the guy to call. That is a 16.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Okay. One moment here. So you see no markings. However, off of a 16, you can get that it has a very faint, lingering magical aura. And from what you can gather, it seems that it is a part of something. It is a very old and it seems maybe ancient magic about it. Nothing that you've ever seen.
Well, I haven't seen much. I basically was born yesterday. I think there's more to it than just this band. It's magical, but it's different. I don't know if
wonder
it's
what they
smart
wanted
to
with
dig it up, but I kind of want to.
Well, what I fear is if we do not dig it up and figure out what it is, they may return with more. And if it is going to be dangerous for this town, we must remove it.
Well, then I just sit here and keep recasting prestidigitation at the ground, removing 1 cubic foot of dirt at a time. Doing absolutely no work. I just stand there watching the dirt remove itself from the hole.
You're just like you're like Roy Mustang from fucking Full Metal Alchemist, except with fire. It's prestidigitation. Just
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, then you got a dwarf that literally does it for a living, which is remove dirt.
all right. Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah, eventually I will maybe start gathering up hands to help dig this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know what? Sure, I'll allow it. So it definitely takes some time. But
I got nothing else going on.
as you guys dig out majority of this piece of metal, You gather it is about 11 foot long.
Holy shit!
All right.
2 inches thick, and it does have a slight
Starting to look
C
familiar.
shape to it.
Oh.
I see what you did there. But yeah, that's where you're at. You try to lift it.
Yeah.
Roll me a strength check.
Strength, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually a good thing for me.
I don't think it will be this time.
It's 18. 12 plus 6.
You go to lift it, doesn't even budge.
So what does it look like?
2 inches thick. I guess adamantine, I would assume, is like a shinier silver metal.
Yeah.
So, but 11 foot long, slight bend to it, 2 inches thick, and it is just a very shiny metal, even though it's been buried for God knows how long.
But that's
yeah,
it.
no,
There's nothing else to it, though? Nothing else
Not
buried
that I-
under it?
Not that I can see, no.
And now that it's fully exposed, no writing, no markings of any kind?
Not that you can tell. Not that you can tell. But
Does it look
no,
like it's like... Does it look like it would go to something? Like a key? Or like maybe there's another piece to it that would
Yes.
combine?
Yes, it looks like there is potentially 2 more pieces, or potentially more, that make it this construct.
So perhaps a spherical or circular, since it's kind of...
You would assume, yeah.
Does anyone know how to speak with the dead?
I was gonna say
Wonderful.
probably Brackle's the only one.
Wonderful. We should. I mean, does anyone know how to speak giant?
No, we discussed that last session.
All right. Well, there's 2 new
Yeah.
people here now.
Yeah.
I suppose. Question, Eero. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll text you.
Okay.
all right.
So we're going to take a quick break from this. I'm going to head over to Silas.
Yes.
So as you and the rest of the Tribor soldiers are cleaning up the remainder, you guys have this body count laying about on the side of the tower. You can gather that about half of Tribor's population has been wiped out.
Is it? Would I recognize any of them?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, a lot of the people here, like, Tribor is a town of, like, goods. Not a lot of people stay in Tribor. Like, people are coming and going at all times of pretty much all year.
Kind of just like a one and done kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing. Okay.
You know, Brackle, I will say I didn't consider that. I would say it probably would matter. Because regardless if you can speak to the dead or not, if you can't speak the language that they spoke, then yeah, I would say that would matter. Because if they only speak that one language, which, let me just get this out of the way now, the fire giants do only speak giant. They don't speak common. That is from the book. Which also, all the information for this piece of metal is also everything I'm giving you from the book. It's not very descriptive.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I understand, fire giants, they understand common, but they can't speak common.
Yes.
So, how many bodies precisely? We say a lot, but how many?
Kind of a base number. I actually did come up with a number, but I thought it was a little excessive, but
10 million.
Let's roll with it.
that's very excessive. You see about 80 bodies.
Okay.
And you know Tribor's population was definitely not that large.
No. Definitely want
I see it.
outsiders.
That's tough. That's tough. Roll me a d20. Roll me a d20 and let me know what you get.
How about a 19?
Okay. You can certainly try. That is
Okay.
the best. That is the best I'll give you.
Hero Mercer over here. I love it.
Elira, what do you do?
Well, where am I in conjunction to what's happening?
Wherever you want to be. You can the woman that you helped out before was over next to the tower. Thren and Astraeus over at the crater. Ignis is going through some of the bodies, and Silas is having a conversation with Darathra along with the Tribor soldiers.
Okay, I'll start walking.
They also look to be like they're pointing towards the crater, so it looks like they're going to be coming that way here in a moment as well.
I'll start heading towards the crater.
Okay. Thren, Astraeus, you guys see a drow come up atop a purple elf, Astraeus, since you don't know what drows are.
Yeah, so that means nothing to me.
A drow half elf. Get it right.
Sorry. I'm ignorant to the finer details.
I'm the only one here who doesn't care that they're a drow. That means nothing to me.
But yeah, you see this half-elf drow come on top of the crater. Take it away.
Hey, it's been a while since I've seen a drow.
The fuck is a drow?
I'll finally take the mask off since I've had the mask on the whole time.
I lean over to Thren and kind of whisper, but not quietly enough for you not to hear. What the fuck is a drow?
This individual right here.
Hello. What?
Anyway, we appreciate the help
Very much.
from the both of you. I'll look at the
Bird.
bird dude.
Yeah. It is at that point that Silas, Darathra, and the Tribor soldiers are making their way over to the crater as well.
I'll kind of Thren will kind of present it to what seems to be the leader of the town, the head lady or whatever, Darathra.
Yeah.
And
for the record, I'm just assuming that's how you pronounce her fucking name. I have no idea. But that's what I'm going with.
Works for me.
Rolling with it. I mean,
Which also, her picture's in the chat, like I said before.
Yeah.
I believe it's the first one.
But yeah, I'll address her. Darathra, is it?
Yes.
This seems to be what they were after.
You see her give me your hand, and she'll grab one of the Tribor soldiers' hands as she kind of goes off the side of the crater, and she just kind of slides down for the dirt, and she comes up to it, and she just kind of puts her hands on it. What the hell is this?
I was hoping you could tell us. It's in your town.
I have no idea. This has been here for... I've lived here for 40 years. I've never seen this a day in my life. She'll look up at the soldiers. They just all look at her, just, I don't know. Silas?
they could have been planted way before.
I'm
Makes the
gonna
most sense
turn
to me.
around. I'm gonna turn around at this point and look beyond everybody and be like, "What did you say? What am I hearing?"
You hear...
Or do you want to text it to me?
No, I'll say it. It's fine.
Okay.
They're going to find out eventually.
Okay, I didn't know if we wanted to give it away this early.
You're going to hear giant speak. And as you look into the distance, you hear just this gibberish, deep, kind of... I hate coming up with these fucking voices for the fake-ass languages. But, like, here, whatever. You just kind of hear, like, a... Kunshava, Sumba, Sumba. I sound like a fucking moron, but anyway.
Simba.
Exactly. And this older woman, kind of over to the side, she just kind of looks at you. She looks over, and like you can see this ghostly face off of this woman. She just looks to you. It's an ancient relic placed by the giants. They will use it for death. As she just fades away. Which, for the record, Elira's the only one to have heard any of that. Obviously.
I figured as much.
But yeah,
Yeah.
do with that what you will.
I'll turn kind of back around and be like, the giants put it here? And it's nothing good.
Hey,
Explains why they were here.
well, it makes sense, but how do you know?
Heard it from a friend.
I
One
should like to meet this friend, but what do you mean by not good?
More of what we've just witnessed.
Milady! Milady! We've got another one! Dorathra just kind of looks up and she... Give me a hand! Give me a hand! She
Silas
gets the
will
hand from one of
reach
the... Yeah, Silas's hand. She'll come up and then you see these two Tribor soldiers kind of moving rubble, and this older gentleman gets kind of rushed out of the rubble, and he's bleeding profusely. He's dirty. Oh, thank you. Someone get him some water. One of them grab a flask and kind of shove a little bit of water in his face, just clean him up a little bit. Just by the gods. He'll look at all of you kind of down in the crater. He shakes off the guards. You all! He'll look to the piece of metal. He'll look to all of you individually. You all are a curse to this land! You bring death and despair wherever you go! That metal is the Vonendod. I've seen it in my dreams. I've seen you all in my dreams. The dragonborn with the dwarven. The son of a god, the paladin bird, and the drow that sees the dead.
Way to out.
You all, enough! Shut him up! And you watch one of the guards just punch him straight in the gut as he falls to the ground.
To pick him up and take him somewhere else, please.
Yes, please, for the love of everything.
I thought his story was very entertaining, guys.
You see him just cough up some blood. He's just, yo, You'll bring death, fire, and despair to Faerun, to the Sword Coast. He hunts you. He hunts you all. I have seen it.
Ooh.
That was him getting carried away, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep. Kind of guessed it.
I
Yep,
just,
love it.
as he's like gone, I just, who hunts us? What?
The moon. No, I'm sorry.
Pay him no mind. He is a beggar. He is a beggar that has lost his fucking mind. It's obvious to tell here. I mean, Silas is definitely an Aarakocra, and then you're definitely a dwarf, and I don't know about you, but you're definitely a dragonborn. It's obvious to tell a drow. He's lost his bloody mind. He has no idea what he's speaking of.
Well, he got more of
Can
that
I-
right than. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
because now has my attention now.
I don't know
with the
how he
man.
knows things, so I'm going with you.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Yeah, no, you guys see two Trebor soldiers just carrying this guy out. He's like flailing. He's just trying to let go, and they throw him outside of the city limits. I don't know how many times we have to tell you this story, old man. You are not welcome in Tribor. You come here again, I swear to everything. You will be executed. He turns around to see the two of you. Yeah, be gone. Sorry, excuse us. And they'll just kind of like go around the two of you. I mean, a drow, you've got green eyes. Like, it's kind of a fucking weird visual.
Yeah.
This old man just kind of like, he's sitting there on his knees and hands, just coughing up a little bit of blood. Just
I look over at you. Well, you go first.
I'll go ahead and kind of take the mask off, let down the hood, and kind of kneel down. And first, can I go ahead and try to heal him up a little bit?
Sure. Yeah,
What do
because
you-
the wound is still
I'll be right back.
definitely, you know, actively bleeding.
I rolled an 18.
That's fine. You
Okay.
go up to him, and some of that cold energy as he just kind of looks to you with this really sheepish look. You place your hands upon him. You watch the wound kind of fasten. He goes to look at it and just... Suppose you'd be wanting a thanks. He stands.
I'll settle for you not being afraid of me.
I never said I was afraid. I said I've seen what you've done and what you will do. All of you.
How have you seen it? And how do you know things?
In my dreams, I see it in my visions. They show me these things. All of it. I've seen it.
Do I hear anything else?
What are you hoping to hear?
Even if it's just, my deity chiming in, anything, so that I can get a better read on what's happening.
Roll me a religion check. Astreus, what do you got?
I don't know if I have anything.
Ooh, okay.
What'd you roll?
Well, I rolled a 12, but I have a +7, so.
Jesus. You kind of get a feeling. You don't hear anything, but you get a feeling that maybe Darathra is wrong. Maybe he's not crazy.
Okay.
But Astreus?
Who is hunting
I'll be right
us?
back. It's Chevy's medicine time.
Heard. Who isn't hunting you is a better question, my friend. I mean, first you had the almighty spider. And now, well, the vanquishers of the spider are being hunted by anything and everything that wants any kind of power. But if you want specifics, I don't have a name for you, but I can promise you, you all will fall. For I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen all of this. I've seen the giants, which you'll be having more company here soon, I believe. Don't worry. It'll be good company this time.
Question.
Hmm?
What do I know about the spider?
That's a great question. Oh, roll me. You're from the area, obviously. Roll me a. Give me history. I'll throw you advantage.
Okay. Thank God you did. 14?
You know that. You know that the spider was. The spider was an entity of what you almost assumed to be fiction. Because you had never seen him with your own eyes. But he was a legend in the Sword Coast area. And as about 6 months ago, you heard he fell, aka he died. As far as the people who did it, you are unsure.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and kind of get him and be like, then how am I being hunted? I wasn't involved.
Perhaps you weren't involved, but I've still seen your face. I've seen your face just as I've seen the Arachocris. You all are linked. Linked together in this game of life and death that we play.
How do you get these visions?
I wish I knew. They just come to me in my sleep, and they speak to me.
So like, do we bring the crazy person with us?
I feel like we'll find him when he has another vision. That seems to be how fate works.
It is at this point, you guys, this is going to be loud. I'm going to be surprised if it even picks this up. I'm going to lower the volume, actually. But you guys hear a, ah! As an eagle approaches. And it looks like he is. As an eagle approaches, and it seems that he is followed by another bird. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Miller Football.
Hey.
Hello.
Miller, what animal of flight have you wild shaped in to follow one of your druids to Tribor?
Ooh, I would say just gonna go with a bald eagle. Keep it
All right,
classy.
so yeah. So you are a bald eagle along with another eagle. As the two of you come down, and this first druid does the same deal as he went into the wild shape. He twists and forms back into his human form, And Miller, would you care to describe what we see landing in the center of Tribor?
Yeah, so I do pretty much the same thing he does, a flip into humanoid form. And you all see this large Goliath covered in like leafy greens from head to toe, big wooden armor with a mask over his face, deer horns coming off of the mask. And across my back, you can see a sword sheathed. And it's gonna, like I said, flip in and not say anything, just arrive.
Okay. And as you arrive, of course, Jedi's just now coming back.
Nice.
Welcome back, Jedi. Don't worry, we'll catch you up. And as you arrive, basically immediately, Darathra breaks from her soldiers and she comes up to you and she just immediately pokes you in the chest.
Who?
You!
Me?
Why was I not warned of this attack?
Listen, it's a long story. Just bear with me, okay?
I'm bearing, Corin.
Can I wild shape into a bear?
Sure.
So I'm just gonna wild shape into a bear, sit down for a second, and then I'll flip back. Be like, all right, now that that's out of the way. Hello.
Good gods. Why weren't we warned? I have not heard from you, nor have I heard from my other people. Like, typically I am warned when an attack is coming my way, not that we're ever used to that.
I mean, you know how these things go. They're unpredictable, and you know, we were kind of dealing with things ourselves, had our hands full. We didn't really get the opportunity to, but I apologize for our lack of communication.
It is fine. I suppose it is a little late now, as she just kind of points to her, and Corin, you see devastation. Tribor is demolished. You still see some smoldering embers. You see a row of bodies amongst the central city tower that somehow is still standing, even though it looks like it's... You can see these, like, almost shadows that seem to be in the shape of, like, little people as they've exploded onto this tower base. And there's another row of people, significantly less than the row of the dead, that are standing, trying to gather their people together. And also with that, you see a rather large crater in the center of town, and along with all of these wonderful heroes.
It seems like things have been rather eventful. But hey, I mean, listen, I know we're all focusing on the loss at the moment, but look at all the people that are still standing here. That's got to count for something, right?
How tall are you?
Give me one moment. I gotta double check. I apologize.
You're fine. Because Darathra is only like, I think like 6'1", I think. Yeah, she's very tall, lengthy woman.
I do not have it on my sheet, apparently. I'm just gonna say...
I mean, you're a Goliath.
7'3". Oh, never mind. I do 7'8". I am 7'8". I looked at the wrong place.
7'8", okay.
Yeah.
She's gonna look at you and just kind of like, come here, on my level.
I'll lean down.
She's gonna grab your ear and just pull it slightly.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I would be more mad at you if it wasn't for your fucking optimism.
I'll take it.
You are right. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Do you have anything? Like, are you just here to pick up your druids and go, or do you have information?
No, so with everything going on, I take it you all have seen the giants, yes?
She'll just point to the corpse. It's laying next to the
yeah.
it's laying next to the crater.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
that
and then farther out you see another corpse. Two
Yeah,
fire giants.
that-
building. Yeah.
that would track. Yeah. So I couldn't tell you what, but they're looking for some kind of magic. And I was hoping that I could convince the fine folks here, and I'll gesture to the rest of you, to perhaps help me and my people in finding out what it is they're looking for.
I think.
Well, I think we found it.
Yeah, beat me to it.
Oh. Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's just it's in that crater. You should go take a look.
Walk over to the crater. What do I see if I look down into it?
Yeah, so upon looking into it, you see about an 11-foot long C-ish shaped piece of adamantium. It is 2 inches thick, and it is a very shiny, sterling, like silver piece of metal.
Mm-hmm. By the gods! Okay. So we do have some answers. Well, certainly, you're all going to work to try and stop whatever plot the rest of them may have with it, right?
That's the plan, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I know my way around a sword and have won quite a few battles in my day. Perhaps I could be of some service.
We're always looking for new friends.
Sounds
We
great
could
to me.
use all the help we can get in a world like this.
Couldn't agree more.
Silas,
Yes.
Darathra at this point is going to just kind of like look at Corin, kind of look at everybody, and then she's going to just turn her head towards you. You know, Silas, you should go with them.
Leave here. I've been here majority of my life.
I know, and you've been stranglehold. You've been in a stranglehold by Tribor. Your one thing in life was that you wanted to explore, and granted, you found Tribor, and we can't thank you enough for the things that you've done for us in this town. But maybe this is what you need. Let us worry about this. I've already sent ravens off to the local towns. We should have people in here within the hours, within maybe before nightfall, maybe, to help us rebuild and clean up whatever this is and get our other people better medical. But to be honest, I think this would be good for you.
If you really think so, I will
In
take
it-
your words.
And at that point, Silas, you feel a little like grumbling underneath one of your shoulder plates
Mm-hmm.
as a little white mouse pops out, and he just apparently Grody agrees.
Yeah, damn it. All right.
Hey, well, that's interesting.
There'll be time for that whole thing later. However, I will go with at the first sign that you need more help. I'm sure I'll find a way, but you let me know.
Don't worry, I have people all around, and they will find you. And if I need you, I will send a raven for you to come back. But you know, I was so off in panic mode of trying to make sure that we were obviously cleaning up and finding out everything that had happened. I didn't properly thank you all. Without you all, we would have most likely fallen. Tribor has never seen an attack like this, obviously, and she'll point down to the piece of metal on the damn ground. Clearly, it was warranted. For what reason, I do not know, but thank you. Before today, 5 of you I've never seen a day in my life. And here we are, and you come all to just randomly to our aid. Thank somebody, right?
Hey, you could probably thank the lady that came and got us, Phandalin.
How the hell did she get all the way to Phandalin?
By the looks of her and the blisters on her feet, she ran as hard as she could.
Okay. Well, add another one to the list of survivors. Yes, milady. Thank you. I'm going to have a drink before I start trying to make some kind of a plan of what we need to do. You all do what you would like. The Tribor is welcome to have you stay here for the evening if you would like. My soldiers have gotten bedrolls put together inside of the tower for everyone to have a somewhat peaceful night's sleep. But obviously I understand if the stench of flame and ember and, deceased isn't exactly something that you want to stay a part of.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've had our fair share.
Fair
The
enough.
drink does sound good right about now. Do you mind if I join you?
The more the merrier. Depending on who wants to, of course, join in, you all will go inside of the tower, and you guys will see these massive kegs amongst the wall. They're all filled with the same darker brown, pretty bad ale. Tribor's finest is what she calls it, as she kind of just passes out tankards. I couldn't think of the fucking word. She passes out tankards onto the table, and you see one of the soldiers raise a cup. To the defenders of Tribor! To the defenders of Tribor!
I'll raise a cup and take a sip and...
Yep.
Yeah, it's bad. Darathra will take a quick swig, and she'll just kind of... I would say it gets better, but god damn, it does not.
in case anybody's wondering, I put a steel chart in the chat, kind of give you an idea of what some like D&D steel chart.
Ooh, okay.
Because
Thank you.
adamantine has like a weird like blue. It's like silver, but it's like blue green also.
Yeah, it has like a metallic look to it. It's
weird.
It's pretty. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it is at this point, you guys will see an older black woman. She'll come up to where you guys are at. Her picture is also in the chat, as I have said. Miller, all of the pictures of all the DLC, all the NPCs I've put into the Guardians chat.
Gotcha.
They all have names over them. The one that you've been speaking to directly is Darathra at the very top.
Okay.
I believe she's
Gotcha.
at the top.
Yeah, yeah.
But you guys see this older black woman come up, and this is Urgula. As she comes up, and she just... Darathra, may I have a moment with these heroes? Be my guest. And she just leans back, taking another swig. Thank you for what you've all done here on this day. My name is Urgula. Darathra will kill me for this, but I couldn't think of anyone better. This attack today would have gone a lot better if you would have had a particular weapon. And Darathra will sit there and, this again, Urgula? I know, but it's just... You don't want to do it. I understand. Let them do it. Fine. If you want to send them on another wild goose chase, go right ahead. Okay. There's a weapon. It's called, to my knowledge, Giant's Bane. It is a significant weapon that, from, again, my understanding, you have to forgive me, I've never actually seen it. I've only heard of it, but my brother-in-law works for someone who had the weapon given to him. But, again, details out of the way here. It is a blade that can form its shape due to the wielder's want. From my understanding, it can turn into just about any blade. And they call it Giant's Bane. Now, I'm not one with the arcane, but to my understanding, if one were to call it Giant's Bane, obviously it would be a bane for giants, yes?
That's what you
Indeed.
think, yeah.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Are me and Geek even here?
I don't think so. We never walked back into town.
I was gonna say we were still talking to Crazy Pants.
I think we're still talking to Crazy Pants. We're not there yet.
Oh, well, where did that conversation go?
So like,
think we're
are we back now? Like,
Well, did you guys take them with you, or did you just leave?
Yeah, that's what we were deciding, and we never decided. Are we bringing the crazy man?
Also, who's our new friend? Can somebody catch me up quick?
Yep.
Like-
Let them decide. Let them decide.
Yeah.
I mean, taking the crazy person sounds like a pain in the ass to me.
True. The fates will bring us back to him if he has something important to say. I'm sure of it.
Okay,
Let's.
then we'll
Guy-
head back.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
work your way back in, and then all the other shit.
There we go.
And then Ignis, as you come into and you see Corin.
Corin.
If you guys want to have a moment,
I'll just
because
Wave.
Jedi missed your introduction there, Miller.
Yeah. So as you wave at me, I will just like salute, be like, give me a second. I will just like stand at attention and go, Corin Stonesprout, at duty, sir.
okay. Just again
No, I'm
because
just
I
playing. What's
wasn't
up, man? How you doing?
I wasn't here, so like, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
Human, dwarf?
So- okay, yeah. Goliath, 7'8", covered in like wooden armor with a wooden like faceplate. I was wrong earlier. I said deer antlers. They're moose antlers coming off of the faceplate, and then some like greenery kind of covering the shoulders and just wrapped around the armor in different ways, and a big
Alright.
sword across my back.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you.
But Urgula will just, if it is something that you all would like to maybe proceed for, I can write down the valuable information for who you need to speak with and for who you need to find. If it is something that you would like to proceed with. If not, I understand. It's just, obviously, you helped us a great deal today. I'm trying to return the favor in any way I can.
I'm always willing for an adventure.
Where
Go ahead.
where would this take us exactly?
Are we like walking in about this time too?
Probably, yeah, I'd say so. I'm sorry, I think I wrote down the wrong spot. I'm dumb. No, I did not write down the wrong spot. That is right. Okay. So you're going to be looking for Rowven Road, northwest of Silvery Moon.
Is that farther from here?
It's you probably like a couple days travel.
Oh, not too bad then.
No. But she'll just, so you all interested then?
Very quite possibly.
Good. Okay. I'll write down all the valuable information and I'll give me a moment. She'll
I have a
scurry
question.
off.
Ah,
Yes.
I was told there was going to be a goose involved. Is this true, or was that a figure of speech?
I mean, they might have a goose.
This is good news. Okay, thank you.
Of course.
What do you need with a goose?
I like animals. He'll probably have some valuable information. Or she. Either or.
He's gonna cook the
Geese are
goose.
very knowledgeable.
You know, okay.
I beg to differ.
Interesting.
If searching for that weapon is something you all would like to do, I cannot fault you for it. Hopefully it's an actual thing. If you want something with maybe a little bit more metal to it, I didn't realize that you all were looking for work. I mean, if you're looking for work, and she'll kind of dig into her pocket and she'll pull out this badge. She'll slap it onto the table. If it is something that you would like to do, this is Darathra speaking. I don't know if I said that. Take this badge and head over to Everlund and speak with Drow Thaliv. He's
Do I
an
recognize this badge?
Yeah, it's the badge of Tribor. So the badge the badge is like a three-pointed, comes down to like a shield style, like 3 points, and then comes down to it. And it has 3 boars on the front. Very literal.
What was that name for the guy again?
Drawl Thaliv. Dralthelev. In Everlund.
And where do we gotta go for the weapon? There was another place that you said.
Yeah, that's going to be
Ralvin Road, northwest of Silvery Moon? I think.
Silvery Moon.
Yeah.
I'm glad
How
Geeks
close
made
are
it
the
back.
two?
Thank you.
They're, I think, opposite of each other. I'll just say I'm not digging out a map right now. Yeah, so it's like from where you're at, it's kind of a central point. You could go 2 days to one or 2 days to the other.
Why is it always separated? It can never be on the way. Yeah.
Because decisions.
Yeah, welcome to
That's how it
Dungeons and
works.
Dragons.
Aye, well, if we're just giving out quests, willy-dilly. And this dwarf will come up. Thren, you recognize this dwarf as the gentleman that you saved from the other. He'll come up specifically to you, Thren, and just, brother, and he'll extend his hand.
I'll embrace the shake and, hey, if it isn't a very lucky dwarf.
That's one way to put it. That's a fucking name. Glelrin. Grelrin. Pleasure to meet you. Well met.
Thread.
He'll shake your hand and he'll just kind of look to you all. Well met. Silas, I already know you.
Yep. Good to see you.
If we're just handing out quests willy-nilly, he'll take a piece of parchment and kind of slap it on the table. This one you don't have to do hardly any work for. But as a token of my appreciation, I'm going to have you take this, and you can head back over to... Where is it? Shit. There we go. You can take this piece of parchment over to Citadel Felbar. And Thren, at that point, that sparks something in your brain. I'm not going to have you roll anything, because obviously with you being a dwarf, you're going to know about it. Citadel Felbar is an all-dwarven community. It's a rather large community built into the side of a mountain. Completely dwarven made, completely dwarven ran. But he's going to slide it to you specifically. Not that I have any problems with anyone here, but obviously dwarves know how to get things done, am I right? He'll kind of punch you on the arm a little.
That's kind of rude.
I'm sorry. I've got to make some kind of a joke. It's so damn
Yeah.
dark out there. But take this. Go talk to Keen Morin, Queen Thamel. Tell them we sent you, me specifically. They'll give you something for your troubles.
Where's this? What's this place called again? Citadel.
Citadel Felbar. Felbarr. I can give you the names of the people if you'd like to again.
Please.
King Morin, Morrinn, and Queen Tithmel, Tithmel.
And that is a third entirely different direction.
Probably. Again, I could get more specific here. I think I have a map.
That's okay.
Hold on. Okay.
Hey.
I'll get more specifics later on. But thank you, brother. And thank you all. I would say there's a pint on me tonight, but it's all fucking free anyway. So. But, anyway. Good luck. And he'll kind of walk off, and Darath will just kind of look at you all. Well, I don't look like I've had to do much to give you all a lot of work, so. My God, I'm so sorry. I'm I'm just now realizing I know Silas and I know Corin. I don't know any of you. I don't know how we've gotten this far. Death, you know, funny.
Threndenner at your service. I'll kind of do a little bow.
You call me Ignis.
Okay.
We are there now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You've been there.
I don't know where we are. I don't know what's happening.
You walked in as Urgula was giving the first thing.
Okay.
So you caught the tail end of that, then you caught Darathra throwing the badge, and you caught Glelrin doing his thing.
All right. My name's Astreus.
And you?
Illyra Nix at your service.
What do I call you all? This interesting band of marauders.
Well,
Mighty Nine. No, I'm kidding.
Eldritch Blast, Ignis.
Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, Blast, yes.
I divine smite everybody in the room.
Jesus.
oh, sorry, you don't reach me.
True.
Probably not.
Full arm master.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we have a name? Are we just the Guardians of Phandalin?
I mean, was the Guardians of Phandalin, but
I had heard stories.
So have I.
But
I mean, I haven't. I'm just here.
You stay on the Sword Coast but haven't heard of the Guardians of Phandalin?
Phandalin, that's what it was. Sorry.
I've been a little busy.
Fair.
Well,
I imagine you would be with all the dead people you apparently talked to.
well, you've
We'll
kind
get
of
to that.
us, I think. When you were talking to the crazy guy, the people who killed
beggar.
the spider.
Crazy Pete.
Wait.
That's us.
Oh, that was you. You all?
Yeah, we killed him.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so wait, the three of you all just together? You and, I mean, obviously Silas and Corin. So, what are the odds you all meeting here on this day? That's what an interesting coincidence.
I would agree. It seems almost as though it was fate. Divine intervention.
I don't know about the vine, but I go where I'm commanded.
Interesting.
I have so many questions.
Don't want to know.
I really do.
Yeah, like what the fuck are these? No.
All right.
What are those? What are
The
these?
fuck are these things called? Fingernails, yes.
Phalanges.
What a wonderful time.
Well, I'll kind of. Well, what do y'all think of these so-called quests?
Well, it seems like there's an order in which we should do them. Easiest first, obviously. I feel like the weapon quest is going to be the most dangerous.
Well, also, here's a question. Are non-dwarves going to be received well on one of these?
I
Do you ask that or?
Yeah,
I'm
mean-
assuming you're addressing me.
yeah.
Give it. Well, they are a clan of dwarves, but they must trade in order to, survive. It is not uncommon for them to see others. I can't imagine they would be too happy to see you there, but they're not going to just kill you willy-nilly without probable cause.
Saying from across the room, you just hear, "Hey, the drow might get a couple weird looks, but the rest of you are fine."
Yes, what he said.
At this point too, I'm just gonna kind of look at you and go, so they're not as open-minded as you are? Congratulations, by the way.
If you're traveling with us, I don't think anybody's just gonna mess with you without pushback.
Just don't give probable cause for the dwarves to, execute you, and you'll be fine.
To be fair, Ignis, was it?
Yes,
I don't
sir.
believe this one ever said that she was traveling with you all.
Touche.
To be fair,
A wild
As I
card.
take another sip of the shitty ale.
Uh,
Touche.
Apparently, she goes as though she goes where she's commanded. So I don't know what that means for us, but for the rest of us, anyway. I have a hard time leaving this area at the moment. If you catch my drift.
We
Apparently, this so-called whatever that old man said, I quite frankly really don't care. But obviously, it is a very wanted item, and I have a hard time leaving this town unguarded, with possible threats on the near horizon.
I wouldn't worry about that. As I've said, we've got ravens out. We should be having people, allies, coming to us at any moment. I wouldn't worry about us being defended.
Well, I would feel much better to be here until I feel as though you are capable of handling yourselves.
I suppose, but not to throw this in your face or anything, Thren, but I believe it was one of my men that killed the fire giant, at least one of them.
landing
And
the final
you'll-
blow doesn't mean they did all the work.
And you'll look over and you see a soldier just kind of sitting there, fucking covered in blood, still just kind of cleaning his armor. Yeah.
I don't recall seeing one of your soldiers cut an arm off of a giant with a spear.
Yes, still wondering the technicalities of that, but who am I to question a warrior? Like I said, I appreciate it.
I totally meant to do that, by the way.
Right, of course. Listen, as much as I appreciate it, if you have other places you need to be, you have other places you need to be. At this point, the only valuable piece of anything we have is that piece of metal. And to be honest, I'll find a way to get it out of the damn ground and get it the hell up out of here. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I...
What do you-
AKA, there's shit we need on these quests, so we have to go.
I mean, you stay as long as you want, but...
Well, I was just saying we stay at least until reinforcements arrive, just in case you seem to be very spread thin at the moment.
Well, just my personal opinion. I would personally like to go for the weapon because I don't want to die fighting another giant.
Well, that
Maybe don't
You
try
have
to
a lot to learn
1v1
when
the
it-
giant.
you have a lot to learn when it comes to fighting giants. In other words, don't take them head on.
Well, at least don't take them head on alone.
There was
Indeed.
fires. I had to try something.
Yes, clear out the rest of them and then, work as a team. I don't
mean,
feel like this is the first
although-
time we've fought difficult enemies. I don't...
I will give you props on your courage, though. You fight like a dwarf.
I don't... Is it courage
I'll just
or...
snarl.
Foolishness.
Foolishness is just courage.
I
Like, period.
Perhaps.
I'm
perhaps
sorry.
a little
Who are you?
There's
Corin.
courage, and then there's being stupid.
Well, I mean, if it's in
Alright,
battle, then it's courage.
I made a decision. I found out about it. I just don't want to have it happen again. So having that weapon would be.
The weapon, I don't think, would have saved you there.
Well,
How do you know?
Because a drow saved you.
I still don't know what that means.
A drow is a type of elf. They come from a place called the Underdark. Have you never
It's
read
very-
a book?
I hear it's very
I-
dark down there.
Look,
Mm.
like
Unwavering.
6 months ago, I crashed through a roof with no memory of who or what I was, so it's not about not
dear
reading a
Lord.
book. I've existed for like 6 months.
What?
Does that make
Do
you
I- do I hear-
old?
I am not nearly drunk enough to have that discussion.
Side note, do I hear anything? Do I know anything more
Ooh.
about the whole 6 months thing?
Ooh.
What exactly are you referencing?
Like, does he have any friends that I can see, that might tell me things?
You're making me think as a DM, and I'm not sure if if
I
I'm
like
not sure if I
that.
care for it.
I know.
Good work,
I've made
Brackle.
this very complicated.
I like it.
I will say for the moment, no.
Okay.
But yeah.
So is it like enough silence around him that it's odd to me?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
I kind of,
Okay.
I enjoy that. Yeah, I enjoy that.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry, go ahead.
that's just. Well, this conversation is odd.
You're welcome.
But as you guys kind of like take in the night with Darathra and the rest of the Tribor gang, do you guys wish to stay here for the evening, or do you guys want to try to make the trek back to Phandalin, or what do we want to do?
I need a long rest. I don't sleep,
Yeah.
but I need a long rest.
Yeah.
Well, then why don't we go ahead and do just that? Everyone go ahead and hit long rest. Corin, you can if you want. I don't know if it's going to do you any good.
I used a wild shape, so it'll give me that
Oh.
back.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
But as you guys take in the night, you get more finer details from Urgula and Darathra, and of course Glelrin on your side quests. But which also I do just want to say, the NPC that passed did not have a quest.
Nice.
So I know I kind of hinted at that last time, but yeah. Which, by the way, that was Dar's Helgar. Just for morning purposes. But as the morning approaches you, you guys all kind of slowly start to awaken, and yes.
While they're sleeping, since I don't need sleep really, I would like to pray. Check in with,
Oh,
Big dog.
Okay.
The big bad dog.
Sure.
not quite a dog, but
How many godly characters are there here now? My God.
Is there anything specific you're looking for?
if I'm supposed to go with on these quests,
Okay.
that's part of the plan.
Gotcha. So you pray, and throughout the night, you kind of get this. You get this vibe, like this general feeling that you're making the right call.
Okay.
But as you guys awaken, you see a lot of the soldiers, Darathra, and a lot of the other villagers have already kind of left the tower. You guys obviously went through a lot of combat, so you guys slept in a little. It is morning. What would you like to do?
So, what is the landscape around this town? Like, is it forest, plains, or like trees?
It's,
what's out and about?
Mostly burnt to the ground, actually.
No,
Here, I have.
that's the town, not the land around it.
I could have swore it was like a foresty area.
It is a lot of foliage.
I was gonna say I thought we came in through trees.
You definitely did. I
came in from a house.
I was gonna say we came in from a hill, but there's many other directions. So
here.
Okay, I was hanging out in trees then by myself.
well, yes.
I put a map in the chat of Tribor to kind of give you like a general idea of what the surrounding area kind of looks like. It's a lot of foliage, a lot of trees, obviously, with a lot of like paved roads. So, in order to answer your question there.
All right, I'm gonna walk out into some of the trees and do my, daily prayer.
Okay. Astreus, roll me a d20.
6.
Okay.
Yikes.
You do your daily prayer. You don't really get much.
That's how it is most days.
You hear nothing.
Yeah, normally.
However, on your way back into town, you see a raven flying kind of lowish as it just kind of like soars into the sky right above you. It seems to slow. It almost comes to a complete stop.
Yep, that makes sense.
And for just a brief second, the area of Tribor turns into this almost wasteland of just another lush field, a lot of big trees, and you see other bodies strung across the wasteland of just all of these armored individuals. And farther into it, you see Loki. And he seems to be speaking with what you could assume is Odin and another long-haired, armored individual. They are conversing in the center. Loki looks to you, and it fades, and you are now looking at Tribor yet again.
All right.
Ignis.
Yeah.
What does your morning look like, sir?
I mean, I'm assuming I wake up and first thing I do is try to find food or ask for any type of breakfast.
Yeah. I'll say one of the soldiers will be cooking up a massive breakfast, at least as much as he can, for what they have left as far as goods for everybody.
Yeah.
They have one of the soldiers is a very talented chef. So, a very particular question for you, sir. Did you personally clean the Endbringer?
Oh, I always do. Every night. I always like look it over, I'm assuming I don't have like anything I can like sharpen it or anything with me, do I?
I'm sure you probably had some kind of a whetstone, yeah.
Yeah, I nightly routine, take a whetstone, do it.
Okay. As you get up in the morning and you kind of like look it over, kind of making sure everything's still good from last night, and it was kind of dark, maybe making sure you got all the specs off and whatever, you notice that top rune yesterday that was glowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's still glowing.
Huh.
Silas.
Hello.
As you awaken, Grody stretches in front of you and kind of slides into his armor. Grody, for the uninitiated, is a small white mouse that is Silas's companion. But he slides out of his armor every night when you guys go to sleep, and he kind of crawls back into it, and he kind of crawls up your boot into your leg armor, and then he pops out your shoulder plate, and he just kind of looks to you for what you're doing today.
Yeah. Obviously we're gonna wake up. Immediately I'm gonna go get food for myself and for him, and then find two of Tribor's best guys and ordered them to keep Darathra protected.
Gotcha. Corin, Thren, what do your mornings look like?
Thren's gonna wake up and I'm gonna go back and study that metal again and just kind of look it over, just scratching my head. Pretty baffled, and adamantine steel is not really a common thing you just see laying around. It's not, especially something magical like this one. So
yeah, as you go up to the metal, you'll actually start to see some soldiers from other towns and cities kind of observing. You'll also see a couple wizards also in there, kind of scholars, long beard, typical kind of guys. They're just kind of scratching their heads and all looking at it. You'll see a couple of these soldiers have crests that you find familiar. A couple of them are from Neverwinter. A couple of them also from Baldur's Gate. Something to that extent. The crest from Baldur's Gate you do recognize pretty easily, obviously. But Corin, what does your morning look like?
Quick question. The room that I would hypothetically be staying in, does it have a window?
Oh, yeah.
Like one that I could fling open, right? Or open in some way.
Yeah. I'd say it's kind of like one of those old school, like, undo the latch and both sides go out.
Okay, perfect. I would like to walk over to the window. I'm going to open it and just kind of like whistle. And the idea is I'm going to want like a bird or two to fly into my room and help me put on my armor and get ready for the day. Akin to like Cinderella.
Okay. Why don't you roll me a d20?
Yep.
Actually, no. Roll me a nature check.
Okay.
Still a d20.
And I'm going to use physical dice, right? I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Okay, wonderful.
I'll say unless you randomly get 3 natural 20s in a row. You get that in a row, at that point we'll have to talk. But...
Trust me, I get you. All right, so you said nature? Just making sure?
Yes, sir.
All right, that is a 19.
Wow, very nice. Can you whistle?
I don't know if it'll pick up. Hold on. Did that pick up at all?
Yeah, you picked it at the very beginning.
Okay. Well.
Okay. That's fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, no, you give a nice tune, and I don't know what kind of a bird or set of birds would you like to come help you?
I would say since I'm big, it would probably have to be something at least decently sized. So like a pair of hawks would probably do well.
I was thinking hawks. Okay. Yeah, so this room is actually, it's not really like everyone has their own single room. It's just more so this big open area where everyone was having bedrolls out. But at this point, everyone's kind of made their way out. But yeah, these two hawks come diving through the window as they pick up your armor and kind of Snow White help you get dressed. Or Cinderella, Snow White.
Either one works. I was thinking Cinderella with the mice. Snow White actually makes more sense because she's the one that has the little birds that fly in and help her clean.
Right. Or, Fiona before she blows up the one bird.
Yeah, there you go. Either way. Honestly, it might be a little bit more akin to Fiona just because it's probably going to be a little clunkier. But
Fair enough.
I'm not going to kill the hawks at the end.
On a 19, that's pretty good. So I don't know if it's too clunky.
Fair enough.
Yeah, now these birds, these two hawks help you get dressed, and you are good to go.
Yeah, and then I'd probably I would probably exit the room through the window and then shut it from the outside.
It's a little bit of a smaller window, so you're gonna have a little bit of trouble with that. But if you'd like to try, you can absolutely still do that.
Alrighty.
You guys are just gonna see Corin's giant, 9-foot tall ass kind of dive through the small window and just kind of. But the morning is yours, heroes. What would we like to do?
Kind of just waiting around for reinforcements to get there.
It does seem that majority have begun to show up. You see some smaller marching parties together. They're speaking with Darathra, trying to get some kind of a game plan. She's got a table out in the middle of where kind of like near the crater that has like a drawn map of Tribor, and she's pointing over there, kind of giving out orders. Yes, Strays.
Where did our horses go?
They're still at the hill.
They're just standing on the hill still.
Yeah, you guys tied them off at the hill. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get our horses. We should do something with them.
Yeah, you guys, you run up. And there's the 3 Clydesdales just chilling up there, wearing the Phandalin patches on the saddles. They're just eating the grass that's around. They're chilling.
On foot, what is the walk from Phandalin back to here?
On foot, what did I say? It's a few hour travel on horseback, so probably like half day-ish.
Ah, okay.
A handful of hours. I don't know if I'd say half day. It's definitely a handful.
All right. I'm going to go back to Thren and Ignis and try to figure out a plan for the horses. We don't have enough for everybody, so...
Right, yeah. You guys just see Astreus come up with the 3 Clydesdales that Harbin had given you guys to ride off on.
Any type of wagon that we can tie them on, make a wagon?
Roll me perception.
Perception. 21.
Jesus, that's a good one.
I got 19 plus 3.
You see a couple wagons. A couple of them seem to be maybe one or two seem to be kind of already in use, either by the people of Tribor or maybe by some of the people coming in. I mean, you could always ask if you could commandeer the wagon, but that's if you want to take that route.
So, do any of our places we have to go head in the same direction as Phandalin?
I wondered if one of you were going to ask me that.
I need to know.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I thought about that as I was describing the locations. I went, oh shit, they're going to ask that probably.
That is questions.
Let's see.
Oof.
If you guys want to continue your talk here, I need to look at this really fast.
I mean, horses are going to make traveling a lot easier.
They're not our horses. We do not own them.
Honestly, I forgot where we got the horses. That's my fault.
Harbin was trying to leave and then loaned them to us. It would be proper for us to take them back, I think.
Okay.
since they aren't ours, we can always look into acquiring some somewhere. But how did Thren get on a Clydesdale? Did we have to help him?
It's got
just give him a little boosty. A little boosty.
He's got
No.
jump up, you know.
Little
I-
uppies.
I literally I kind of jump, grab a hold of the saddle, and pull myself
Squirm
up.
your way up.
Yeah.
It was about the same as me as a kid getting on a horse. It's possible. It's fine.
Yeah, fair.
I never ridden a horse.
Well, I always
I don't know.
cheated and used the fence. Why am I still... I'm stuck in the accent. I don't know.
This is nothing new.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know
I just...
what to do.
I hope, we get our hint for the first mission we should go on, with one of them being in the correct direction. At least kind of.
I'm being excessive. I'm sorry. Give me one more moment.
No,
here.
it's all right.
I say we take the metal that's in the crater and push it somewhere else.
I say we take Bikini Bottom and push it
Push
somewhere
it somewhere
else.
else.
Well, I don't think there's anywhere we can take it. Well, there are places we can take it that are big enough to defend from whatever's coming, but they are very far away.
Yeah.
With the reinforcements called in, it might be best to leave it here.
That was a joke. I wasn't serious about moving it.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll go with that, I guess. I don't know. It'll work. Okay. Hope you guys like my little art project.
oh, we got an art project.
Let's
Uh-oh.
go.
Uh-oh. Brackle got competition.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
real
man.
good stuff.
All right.
Real good stuff, let me tell you. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna hang it on my
That's why he ordered just all of his stuff from me.
Order. Yeah, it's.
I don't know. Do you
across
do
the house.
maps, Brackle?
Hey, babe, can you do this for me?
I mean, it's
All right.
kind of in order.
All right, so the map has 4 circles.
Yeah.
See that?
The circle with a line underneath it is where you guys are at currently. The other 3 circles, guess what? I was incorrect. They're all kind of around the same area. Those 3 circles are where you guys
Wow.
need to go.
Nice.
And also, I really hope that you guys don't go to one of them because I got the wrong map for it. Because the book tells me one spot, and the one spot is definitely not where you guys need to go. So
Well, we're eventually gonna have to go to
yeah.
all 3.
It's fine. I'll get the correct map if I have to. It's fine.
I mean,
Where's Phandalin in connection?
Yeah.
Phandalin, for some stupid ass reason, is not on this map. But no, trust me, I don't get it either.
Where should it be?
yeah, we got that.
Phandalin. Let me pull this up. So where Tribor's at,
Yes.
like directly like south-ish, like before you get to Red Larch. I guess Phandalin is not big enough to count on the fucking map. I don't know. This is official map, by the way, from Wizards of the Coast, so make sense of that.
Right.
I
but
forgot
yeah,
about
it's
Phandalin.
I guess we'll.
it's just a little ways away from Tribor, so it would only take you guys a few hours to get to Tribor.
Kind of like looking at a weather map. You look at the state of Wyoming, and the only towns you're gonna see is like Casper, Cheyenne, Laramie.
I think that's every state. They only show the major
Jackson.
places. I don't think that's a
Yeah,
Wyoming
it's just
issue.
Wyoming has less of them.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I was just using Wyoming as an example.
I gotcha.
Like that's everywhere. But
So
It is
yeah,
definitely
let's
everywhere.
let's go to Phandalin first. Return these horses.
Not to be terrible here, but I'm sure there's some extra horses around here now that we
Well-
could probably take.
Well, but then, see, we have to give these horses back. Well, we don't have to, but we should.
Right. No, I'm saying
Your
you
conscience
take
says
those
you
ones
should.
back, and then we need new ones.
Ah, yes.
I'm gonna look to Corin. I think that's your name, right, Miller? Corin, I pronounced that right?
Yep.
How do you feel about turning into a horse for the time being?
Yeah, well, there's some implications with that question that I think we need to talk about.
You're gonna be ridden.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take this one step at a time. Okay. I am
I'm
not.
saying there's 3 horses and 4 of us.
Yeah. No.
No, there's. I think you should
Am I doing
count
math
how
wrong?
many of us there are again.
5, yeah, but if he turns into a horse,
No, if we're including him, that's 6. Ignis.
who's the other? Wait, I am doing math wrong.
Oh my God,
Hold on.
we're all standing here.
1, 2. I just remember I don't know how to count.
Yeah, what the fuck is happening?
Happens to the best of us, man.
Yes, I did. I am sorry.
Did they
Let's
take a
move
chunk
on.
of your brain during
Their
that last
Cochrans
fight?
are more like emus. They don't fly.
I died yesterday. I don't know what's going on.
We've all died once or twice.
You
All
guys
right,
are dying?
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
I barely ever had a scratch.
Forget the horse thing. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it
I
out.
mean, I thought that
By
was
the way,
actually kind of a sound idea.
No, it
but-
was a good idea. We just still have
That's-
other plans to make. Because
Hold on.
someone's going to have
Oh, no,
to
keep going.
ride together here. Is
Do you
how
want
that
2
ends.
people riding you or just 1?
Jesus Christ.
The lesser the better, I would say, and preferably. Are any of you wearing like heavy armor or anything of that nature?
Yes.
I am.
All right, I'm just gonna
No.
point to the 2 wearing armor, and I'm just gonna say, preferably not them. No offense.
That's fair.
I'm pretty much naked when it
Yeah.
comes to the world of
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you for
that-
adding the second half of that sentence, because I was
So-
about to
so
say I would
that's
rather it
okay.
not be you either.
You're probably the lightest there, Thrun. So
I
You're also gonna like this next part. Hold on. There we go, too, though.
Show me what you've got.
So
have a feeling that I am probably heavier than you think.
Oh, tremendous.
yeah.
Okay.
There's a little more here because obviously that's cut off. However,
Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah. You have that?
I do.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean-
well, do you want to
Not-
share with the class?
I don't know. Yeah, might as well.
All right.
So I have. Should I
Say
just
say
summon
do you,
it, or...
say do you want to do you want to explain it or do you just want to do it?
I think I'm just gonna do it. So I'm gonna take a
Alright.
step back from the group, and I'm gonna eye everybody over. Oh, no worries for me or my little rat companion. I have one of these, and God, I don't know how I would summon this thing, but
You're
from
making
the
it sound a lot
ground-
worse than it really
I know,
is.
I know. From
It's got summon steed.
yeah, essentially is what it is. Yeah.
Making it sound like
Um,
you're summoning like some kind of a
What's it gonna be? A wolf? An
Yeah, he
elf?
takes a step back. I've got one of these. It's like,
I've got a jar of dirt.
a fucking beholder.
dude, what's happening?
I got one of these guys. It was on clear. No.
Hey there, Silas. Here for another trip.
Yeah.
But yeah,
essentially-
sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna summon a horse. If we all can tell. So it's
Is it a fancy one?
It's gonna be like a. So I can choose between a horse, camel, direwolf, or an elk, and then celestial fate or fiend. So what you're going to see is a fiend-looking horse.
Oh,
Okay.
So it's like a dead horse looking
like a-
thing?
Right. Essentially, it's like a
A zombie horse.
right. It's
Like
more
something
of
you would see in Red Dead Undead Nightmare.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, we'll go
like
with
famine.
that.
I don't
It's
like it.
famine.
I forgot.
Pick a different
About that game.
horse. As you picked the fiend, the Reigns of Castamere started playing in my head. Try again. We're all about to die. I don't like this. Not at all.
Relax. It's
The
fine.
timing
I
was
have it under
incredible.
control.
But yeah, no, you guys.
Give me 2
Yeah.
seconds.
How do I
Grab
get-
a drink.
How do I get one of those? I want one of those.
I think you have to have picked a different path in life.
You're awfully judgy. You don't know.
Well, I know you're not a paladin.
Says you. You don't know.
All right.
Just here to be a pain in the ass at this point.
Apparently.
But as Silas summons this rotting, almost fleshy coming off of it, if there was a way to make the green lines of stink come off of it and you guys actually see it, this would be that horse.
Oh,
Right.
all right. Well, it seems like our problem has been solved. So, Phandalin,
It's a Phandalin.
Okay, so I've got a horse for each of the. I've got a horse for each of the heroes. Silas just summoned his own horse. Elira and Corin, what are the two of you doing?
I was
I mean, I'll just walk.
I was gonna say I was just gonna become a horse.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, as you guys, is there anything else you'd like to do in Triboard before we take off?
I don't think so.
Alrighty.
Do we have all the information we need for all the quests?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then yeah,
we're
we're
good.
good.
So yeah, Urgula gave you guys some like brief information of who you needed to speak with, and then as did Dorathra and Glaren. Fohammer, I think is his last name. We're just gonna call him that. Here's an important question: who grabbed all of the information from them, including the badge?
I definitely would have grabbed the badge upon seeing it.
Okay, so just remember that.
I mean, I'll have written everything down. Why not?
Okay, cool. All right, you guys are making your way downtown over to Tribor. Fucking Phandalin. That's what I meant.
Walking fast.
Yeah.
Walking fast. We're just gonna
This is
for
fast.
we're just going to for convenience here. You guys make your way downtown, and you get to the city limits of Phandalin. You guys get there, and should we wait for Thren?
Sure.
Probably, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Okay, well, get a drink if you need one, or get a snack.
I gotta use that.
I need a potty break.
I was gonna say I gotta go to the bath.
Okay. So we are about finished up for the night.
Not anymore. We should keep going for hours. Thank you. I find your 2-hour
Okay.
rule to be weak. I demand 8-hour sessions. God damn it.
This guy's just mad because
Some of us have the attention span of a flea.
Yeah, well, when it's somebody else's turn to do things, that's when you pay attention to other things. That's how you stay in and out. It's great.
I'm old. I like my bed. I'm old. Okay, just let me go to sleep after 2 hours.
No. I mostly do blame Miller. I needed another.
I was gonna say, I really don't like that you're just describing half of your party in the other campaign right now.
What do you mean?
The whole zone out when it's not your turn.
Dude, I do it. I do it. Well, it's part of the thing. Like, if I'm not actively involved in what's happening, my character's not going to know.
No, I
like,
get that.
It doesn't.
I get that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's why I wait until you're like interacting with somebody else and they're off doing something else, and then I get up and like do whatever I need to do, because it doesn't matter if I know.
There are certain duck adjacent members of your party that do it when they are involved.
Yeah, I can't fix Grayson, man. That's
Dude, he sent me a TikTok this morning from that Zach the Bold.
Yeah.
And the bit was like when your player, or when you bring up something from your player's backstory and it doesn't click.
Yeah.
And he sent it to me. Yeah, he said it.
That one.
He sent it to me and said, "This is just like me."
Yes.
It's not a good thing, man. You shouldn't be bragging about that.
His backstory gets brought up every game, and he just refuses to.
No. They had to literally bully the fact that his character is married out of him.
Well, he would tell us he was married, but he wouldn't give us anything else. Ugh, it was ridiculous.
Oh, jeez. You spent money on a Hulk Hogan?
Wow.
It wasn't for the Hulk Hogan. It was for the group.
I don't know, man. You spent money on
That
a Hulk
includes
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah. I don't know.
It was the last one. It was the last one.
That doesn't.
Don't judge me.
I don't feel like that.
Say.
You know, whatever. Look,
For
we
what it's
finally
worth,
showed up.
It's still pretty cool.
Sorry.
No, you know.
You're fine.
I'm not happy on what I spent for it because I kind of.
I bet you're fucking not.
It was more than
I
like
saw the blood. I saw the bloodline one that they had for it, and then it was like, what was it? Sika, and it was Wild Samoans and Roman, and it was like 80 fucking bucks.
Oof.
It wasn't that much. It was close.
Like, nah.
It was close. $70.
Man.
That's not any better.
Yeah, no.
Fucking, whew.
I don't have much NWO stuff though.
You don't need it.
Have you seen my room? I'm a collector geek.
Right. You specifically don't need the NWO. Pick another group to like.
You do you, Jedi. Do not let them peer pressure you into something you don't want.
No, let us peer pressure you. You deserve
I already bought it. I don't care what they say. It's already in my room. I don't care.
That's true.
But like,
oh, thank you. No, I'm just gonna judge you for buying something with Hulk Hogan.
I did. Yeah, you know what?
Oh,
so
sorry. I was just gonna say that's the equivalent of me telling you to like not buy Viking stuff, dude.
Well, it's not.
Razor Ramon.
Let them live.
Well,
Razor Ramon
it's
and
not.
Kevin Nash is cool though.
The Vikings, didn't do anything like what Hulk Hogan did, so there is a
Jordan
major
Addison's
difference.
a bad person.
Different kind of bad person, but yes.
Still a bad person.
But also, that would be me saying if I didn't, like, if I bought Jordan Addison things, but I don't. So there's a difference there.
Live.
No.
Let the man live. He said he didn't want the Hulk Hogan. He got it for the other two.
Are we talking to
dudes.
geek or Astraeus right now? Because I can't tell.
A little bit of both, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Me
they
and Geek
finally
both
just
have that
merged.
problem.
I can't. I get stuck in the accent sometimes. I
So
don't
you
know.
guys roll into Phandalin. Thread. Hopefully there wasn't anything else you wanted to do because the group left you. Just joking. You're in there with them. But as you guys roll up to Phandalin, Harbin's wagon is gone. Welcome to Phandalin. Would you like me to share a map of the town, or do we all know Phandalin pretty well at this point?
I pretty much know it like the back of my hand now.
Silas?
I think I'll need a map, truthfully.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat.
Thanks, because I do too.
I didn't speak up. That's why I ask.
I had to think about it.
Here we go. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
So many
But
pictures.
yes, as you guys roll into Phandalin, what do we want to do?
Run for mayor.
I mean, there is an opening.
Start a cult.
Is there?
Okay, we could make the town a cult, and we can be the cult leaders. This is possible.
And then
I was gonna say, didn't I murder people here? But no, technically I didn't. So it's
No.
all fine.
Well, I've
this-
murdered a
and
lot
then
of people
Thran-
here. It's okay.
Thren can be the mayor of the town. While we're all,
This is
cult
perfect.
leaders.
Let's-
Thoughts?
Well, we gotta go figure out the Harbin situation. So I'm gonna go to the mayor's house
I was
thing.
just gonna say, I was just gonna.
Town Master's Hall.
Yeah, that place.
Yeah, so as you guys enter fucking Christ. As you enter Phandalin, stupid town names. Can't wait for next session. As you guys enter Phandalin, the Harbin's wagon is gone. You guys roll up to Town Master's Hall. Do we all enter?
Is this where the chapter of courage is?
Yes.
Just so
The
they-
chapter of
okay.
courage is what is that technically called?
Sure.
Oh my God.
I think that's what it was. The chapter of courage. What we called it.
Yes, it is the chapter of courage. I'm just trying to remember what building it is. 17, up in the top right-hand corner.
Okay.
The Transcendar Manor or whatever. Yeah, that's the chapter of courage.
Okay. I'm gonna head there and see if anybody knows where Harbin went.
Okay. So you head that way. Everybody else? You going with Ignis or are you going with Astraeus?
I'll go with Astraeus.
Okay.
I too will go with Astraeus.
Okay. Thread? Sorry.
I'm going to go and to the store, see if there's anything like health wise I can buy.
Which store?
Probably
Barthen or Leanne?
I'll probably try Leanne first just to see.
Okay.
What she
and
has first.
Lyra, where are you off to?
Can I just kind of like take a walk about, see what I hear?
Sure. All right, we're going to start off with Astraeus and Silas and Corin. So as you guys walk into the Town Master's Hall, obviously this is a rather large hall, but I don't want to say large, like medium-sized room. A little bit of a stair, like a few steps up into where Harbin had his big, massive table where he had all of his food. You guys enter and you see Sildar Hallwinter with his boots up on the table, reading some kind of a parchment. As he get my props ready here. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Oh, hey! I didn't know you guys came back. How did Tribor go?
As well as it could have, I think.
Yeah, you've got 2 new friends. Oh, he'll point at you, Corin. You dealt with Harbin once or twice.
Yes, sir, I did.
Yeah.
That would be correct.
Now, Sildar will come around and extend his hand to you and Silas. Just, Sildar Hallwinter, nice to meet you.
Take his hand back. Cornstone Sprout, at your service.
And then he'll go to you, Silas. Sildar Hallwinter.
Silas Shadowbane.
Well met, gentlemen. Astraeus, I'm glad to see you're making buddies. He'll go back around and sit back in the seat.
What, did they crown you the new mayor already?
Yeah.
It's been a day.
Well, that was the other part of Harbin's speech that you guys unfortunately missed. Trust me, it happened all real goddamn fast. Let me tell you. Harbin was sitting here saying when you guys left that he was saying that He was gonna pray for you guys and all this other shit, and then lo and behold, he's like, "Well, sorry, well, I'm stepping down as town master." I can't do the stupid voice, but he said, "I'm stepping down as town master, and I can't think of anyone better to replace me than Sildar Hallwinter." And at that point, I was like, "What?" Sure enough, so here we are. I've got it. You'll see a stack of papers on the desk or parchments. He's like, "I got more work than I know what to do with." So
I'm guessing Harbin hasn't done anything in years.
a little bit less than years, but yeah, essentially. And there's so I had. Do you realize how much grease I had to clean off of this damn table? Because that man would just eat and then talk and then spit and then grease, and it's that man liked his ham hocks.
He didn't seem much for the cleaning type. So, we had his horses.
Oh yeah, no, he found a couple other horses and took them. So actually, honestly, just leave them out front. I'll deal with them.
Can I buy them?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know what a horse goes for. So how about this? They were yours yesterday. They can be yours today. How's that?
Sounds perfect.
Cool. I don't know any of their fucking names, so you got to figure that out. You're on yourself there, buddy.
I think we can come up with those on our own.
Cool.
Do you know if there's another horse for sale here?
I wouldn't see why not. I don't know if Darren or...
All right, I'll go talk with them, I guess. We have missions to go on, I guess. Do you have anything that needs done while we're out and about, I guess?
He'll just start like looking through the papers and just... for once, actually, I don't think I do. Phandalin's been pretty quiet. He'll just like he'll knock on the desk. Can it please remain that way? Yeah, for the moment, I think I'm all right. I appreciate the offer, though, Astreus, as always.
We leave him for one day. He turns into a schizophrenic freaking whatever. Just
you know. Right. Well.
Oh, it's out of the game, by the way. I'm not there.
Sildar, have fun.
Thren's head poking up on the window.
Well, do you two have any questions for Sildar?
Not that I can think of, no.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I'm going to go try to purchase a horse for Elira. So, do as you wish in Phandalin. Don't hurt anybody. Sildar will see you.
I'll catch up
when we see you. And
I'll catch up.
Right. Out.
Ignis, you're heading over to the chapter of courage.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As it takes you a little bit longer to get over there, but you do end up getting to the chapter of courage. You see a lot of Sildar's people out and about training. As you see a small group of them look at you, Ignis!
Hey.
One of them walks over to you. Yo, man, how'd the tournament go? Did you win?
Yes, I did.
He slaps you on the chest. I knew it! Hell yeah. What'd you get?
Well, I got this, and I pull out my axe. Show it to them.
You see a couple of them just kind of like look at it, and they're like, man, that's an axe. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. That's a good looking axe. Oh, yeah, brother.
There's a few things I need to figure out regarding this, but so far it's done me quite well.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, are you guys back in Phandalin for long? Or are you back on the road, or what?
No, we're on the road. I was just coming over to find out. Maybe do you guys know where Harbin got off to? Because we have some horses that belong to him. We would like to return.
Oh yeah. Harbin's gone, brother. He's over in Neverwinter now. He took over that one tavern What was the guy's name? The guy that killed himself? The Misty Tap. The Misty Tap. He took
Yes.
over the Misty Tap. Yeah, that one guy that one guy that went crazy, just kind of
Yeah, memories.
crazy shit that happened there, brother.
He didn't give you any instructions on like if we were to return with his horses, did they?
To be honest with you, brother, I wouldn't have listened to Harbin if he would have talked to me anyway. I hated that piece of shit. No.
All right.
He
Well,
didn't
I
give a
guess. All right. Well, then I guess I will go back to the others and see if they figured out anything. Thank you for
Cool.
your time. Good luck with your training.
Yeah.
And I walk towards.
You hear a couple of them. Ignis!
I give him the Undertaker fist in the air as I walk away.
Elira, as you're kind of roaming around Phandalin, what exactly are you trying to hear?
The voices.
Kind of anything that catches my attention, any information I might get that might be of use to us.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
$19.
Again? All right.
I swear to God, I'll send you a picture.
I can come walk in the fucking room. What do you mean send
I
me
was
a
gonna
picture?
say.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Sending you a picture. Okay. You're kind of walking around. You notice one spot in particular. Let me pull up the map here. I want to make sure I got my location correct here.
Which apparently Elira's dice are my blue and gray ones. That's all these high rolls have been on.
That tracks. Okay, so you are kind of meandering around in the central square area, kind of near the Shrine of Luck, where Sister Irma and Droop are actually at. But over in between 5 and that like little patch of grass that's like next to it, that's gonna be like the Phandalin, like I guess rest area. My God, why can't I get out of this? There we go. As you're kind of walking past, you see this one particular piece of like land that seems to be scorched. You presume this is where they've had burnings of bodies and whatnot. And you do hear this one voice as he just seems to be standing there and looking towards son of a bitch, what's that shop called? The Lion Shield Coster. I don't know how I forgot that. As he just looks to it, he just kind of turns to you. You think she's okay? I hope I didn't leave her with too many tasks to complete. Oh, Leanne. I hope you'll be all right.
Does he like disappear at that point, or?
Nope, he's still there.
Okay, I'll kind of walk over that way and just be like, I'm sorry, who?
My daughter, Leanne. She runs the Lion Shield Coster. I was taken from her due to some unfair magic. But here we are.
Is there anything she needs to know?
You know, I'm not sure. I guess I didn't ever tell her I loved her that much. Maybe pass that on.
I can do that.
As he fades.
I'll head that way.
You actually meet Thren as he goes into the Lion Shield Coster to go speak with Leanne, who Threaten Leanne is behind the counter. Looks like she's organizing some smaller books. You hear a new bell ding ring as you enter. Oh, one moment. I'll be with you.
Aye.
Welcome
No
to
hurry.
Thren, welcome back, you old so-and-so. What can I do for you?
And the sight for sore eyes. I wouldn't happen to have any potions on you, would you?
Oh dear. Let me have a look. Elira's at this point, you walk in. Which Thren, you see Elira kind of walk in randomly behind you.
Elira, right? Yes.
One moment.
Anything you need, you can buy from here, I guess.
Is that Leanne?
Yes.
She'll set
I believe so.
She'll set 2 potions of healing on the counter. This actually is surprisingly all I have. I will say, Darren typically has all the potions, but for whatever reason, I actually have 1 or 2 with me this evening. Hello, I'll be with you in just a moment.
I'd like to give you a little business, so I thought I'd check here first. So,
Thread, you are always very much appreciated, sir.
what do I owe you?
Boy, what do you owe me? Let's call it 10 gold.
I'll give her 15 gold.
Very much appreciated. And what can I do for you?
Does she seem apprehensive of me at all?
Not really.
Okay.
Leanne's used to working with orcs, so she's kind of used to, whatever.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll just be like, forgive me, this is going to sound a bit odd, but I have a message from your father.
Well, my dear, you would be correct. That is a bit odd, considering my father's been gone from us for about 6 months now.
Yes, I know. He stays close.
All right.
He
I
just
forgot to mention that my friend here can speak with the dead. Sometimes.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
in case you're wondering.
Right. Okay.
And I'll turn around, just like walk out. Just
Good night, Thren.
good night.
I'll be like, I'll kind of, nod like, thanks. And then I'll just tell her, I'll just say like, he stays close. He's incredibly concerned, but mostly he just wanted to make sure that you knew how loved you were.
Huh. Yeah, well, he wasn't very good with the books or the record keeping, so sometimes it's a little troublesome in order to get some of those things in order, but, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it is definitely the weirdest interaction I've had in a couple days, but,
I'm typically pretty good at that, but he was very worried, and I happened to hear.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Well, is there anything that I can do for you, miss?
I'll look around.
Appreciate you,
Actually,
Minxie.
there might be something I need for, I guess, my travels.
Okay, yeah. We've got this is much more of like an armor slash swords type of deal. If you need more of like general goods, you need to go see the Endermaths over at, or I'm sorry, the God damn it, what is that fucking store called? I just looked at it too. Barthen. You need to go speak with over at the Barthen's Provisions for anything general wise. rations or anything to that extent.
Ah, interesting. Actually, I might talk to you about some armor then.
Oh, okay.
Because out of game, I think mine's like super shitty,
Well, let's have a look.
if I remember correctly.
Ooh, excuse me. You have studded leather, just regular. Say, are you looking for like a +2 or a +1? I don't know if it's. I think it's +2. It goes up to next.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Armor. Okay, she just kind of like eyes you over the counter and just kind of like trying to get a gauge for your size. Okay. Yeah, I may have something. She goes and she starts to look. Let me just look at this really quickly. Was it studded?
Then we'll go find Darren, by the way, in case you were wondering.
For sure. Okay. So she'll pull up this. She'll come out with like this studded armor-ish, kind of pretty similar to what you've already got. It just looks a little bit more sturdy. She'll set it on the counter, and it's like it's mainly like pants, some kind of like I don't know. I don't know why I envision like a full set of clothing whenever I talk about armor, but just whatever you like to envision for your armor. It's similar, but a little bit more sturdy. A lot of dark
Gotcha.
blacks, some browns.
Perfect.
So I have this here. This was sold to us a little while ago from a gentleman up north. He traveled through, and well, this is about what I've got. I believe it would fit. I guess we would have to try it on if you wouldn't mind trying it on and seeing if it fits well. And if it does, I can sell it to you for uh 70 gold.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. I'll tell you what, if you give me the armor that you're currently wearing, obviously you don't have to, there's a changing room over there. If you would give me the armor that you're currently wearing, we could call it as a trade-in value, and I could knock off a little bit of the price.
Perfect. That sounds wonderful.
Go in, swap out the armor, you come back. She will cost you 50 now for the studded leather +1. Which I'm just gonna add
Okay.
that to your equipment.
Okay, great.
And I will remove the other one. I will delete it.
Okay, and you said 50 gold?
Yes, 50 gold.
I'm gonna go
Actually-
ahead and give her 100 and tell her to keep it.
That's
Big ballers.
that's far too much, my dear. It's 50, please.
Not a problem. I really, really appreciate it, and I know that your father's worried about you, so hopefully it helps a little.
Thank you. You see a small like welling of the tear as she takes the gold and she takes the armor and she puts it behind her. And well, I will say, if you're traveling with Thren and that group, get ready for some interesting adventures. But they are a harmless bunch of men. I promise. They may seem rugged and tough, but they care about the little guy out there. That's for sure. They're a good bunch of guys.
Well, that's good to hear because I have no idea of the people that I am currently with. I think this is where I'm supposed to be, and I think I'm supposed to make sure they don't die.
Well, woman to woman, allow me to give you some advice. Astreus is he's arrogant, but he means well. He's definitely a good magic wielder. My father gave him a sword once upon a time ago. Thren is one that will definitely give you the shirt off of his back. He's very dedicated to what he believes in. Ignis is loyal to a fault. He will follow you into the end of time, if it means it is what he is meant to do. Those three have been through a lot. They had two other companions. One of them left to go be a traveling musician, and the other one after that, I believe she just left in the middle of the night. I have not heard much of what happened to Kazarin, to be honest, but if she's no longer here, she's no longer here. I have no... Obviously, it's not a part of my business, but...
Here's a question. Does that name sound familiar to me? Have I heard anything?
Roll me a history check.
Spider-Man, man.
Oh. My streak finally came to an end. 3.
No. No.
Okay.
Meow.
Nothing. So nobody gets to find out about Kazrin.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet. Anyway.
Okay.
But keep in mind with that. That's you got a good group of guys. They're definitely battle worn, and I feel like they need purpose. Hopefully they find it one day. Hopefully they find the purpose that they need.
And hopefully we don't die.
They're pretty good at that. The not dying part, anyway.
Hopefully we keep that up.
Yeah. My dear, if you need anything else, please don't hesitate to come see me. And if you ever come in here and you ever see one of my orcs, just pay them no mind. They work for me. Well, work with me. I don't want to make that sound worse than it is. They were my father's friends. Well, also workers, not really friends, although they were his caretakers. They worked along with us along the side. Anyway, you didn't ask. Anyway, have a great day. Well met.
Well met.
All right. Thren, you're heading over to Barthen's Provisions.
Over to see Darren.
You walk in, and Darren's behind the counter, just cleaning it. Hey, Thren. Nice to see you.
Hey, Darren.
Can I get...
How goes business?
Well, business is business. Even if you don't ever see anyone new in Phandalin, I'm not going to get anyone new. Everyone already knows my prices are too high.
We'll see about that. What you got for potions?
Potions. Surprisingly, I don't think I have any. I have this. He sets one green potion down in front of you. I believe that's a vial of poison. I don't know if that's technically a potion. You can have it if you want. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with it.
Okay.
I don't have any other potions, though, buddy. I'm sorry. It's been a slow spring.
I hear you there. What about the rations? You got any rations? Do you have a cat?
I do have one of those.
Well, that's good.
Rations. That I have a surplus of. I get those sent over from Neverwinter. He'll take a bag and he'll throw it in front of you. That's probably 2 weeks worth.
Hey, what owe you?
Oh, I don't know. What do those go for nowadays? Give me 5 gold. It's yours. You can have the poison too. I don't know if you need it, but there you go.
I guess. I had his 10 piece, gold piece.
Yeah, every time. I appreciate the tip.
That gets business slow sometimes, so.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Thank you. I'll go around and walk out.
Safe travels. All right. As you all exit your respective places, where are we going?
I'm gonna
Hell.
walk over towards Astraeus and company and let them know that Harbin's nowhere to be found over that way. Because I don't know that they had that conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, miraculously, you all just kind of pop up in the center of town, and I'll let you guys take it from here.
Well,
So Harbin's not over there. You guys hear anything?
Yes, he left. Sildar is the new mayor, the town master, whatever.
really,
That was kind of quick.
Apparently,
Couldn't
that's
have
the part of Harbin's speech we missed. He just gave the title to Sildar for some reason.
well, I'm sure he's a nervous wreck.
He has a lot of paperwork. I don't think Harbin's done anything in ever.
Well, I guess if I had to throw a rock, I'd probably throw it his way. I mean, have you seen the rest of the people in this town? I don't. Not that I'm not meaning any offense by it, but don't think they would really prosper in the position. Let's just say.
Yeah,
Right.
I think Sildar is the best bet for the job, honestly.
At least it'll keep him tied down and busy.
Yeah.
All right.
I still have
So what do
to.
we do about these horses?
Sildar said we get to keep them, so he doesn't know their names. Figure that out for yourself. I'm gonna run over to the stables and purchase a horse for Elira. That way we all have that, and there's no weird riding of the druid. So I'm gonna go do that.
Appreciate it.
I shall name him Sparkles and love him forever and ever.
All right. I'm gonna go buy a horse.
That's a. It doesn't say anything about stables.
Well,
So,
you took. Well,
here's what
I
we're-
don't know where
here's
you
what
want
we're
me
gonna
to
do.
go. Yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do. You can head over to the Eldermath Orchard. That is miraculously also a stable place.
Cool. I also need more
Ah.
apples, so an orchard's a great place to go.
Hey!
Oh,
there we
God.
go.
Oh, God damn it.
You work your way over to the orchard. I don't know if we ever talked about Ettermath or whatever.
I think we did, because initially the orchard was really dead. I don't remember
Yeah,
the conversation, but
somebody
we
definitely went to the orchard.
yeah
at
we
one
were
point.
here once for sure. I remember nothing of what happened, but we were here once.
I goofed. Darren is Ettermath. You were talking to Elmar.
I
Yeah.
thought so. I thought Darren was like a farmer or something.
That's what I get for not looking. So yeah, you were talking to Elmar. No, but Darren is Ettermath. He's the one that's in charge of the orchard. He's actually the one that gave you one of the quests originally. I
Yeah.
don't remember which one exactly.
Right.
But as you work your way to him, he's an elven gentleman. I can post his picture if anybody's curious.
Sure.
Say I have all these new pictures of all these people, and I have yet to share any of them.
Share 'em all.
Here's Darren. Well, how about this? I will
Zold.
share. Here's Elmar.
We should, just a suggestion. I'm stealing this directly from Miller's Discord. You should have a NPC channel just for
You know,
pictures.
I probably should, just so I don't bog down the regular chat. But, you know,
Yeah, that makes everything.
leave it
makes-
to Miller. Leave it to Miller for thinking about shit.
What can I say?
Okay, so in order, that is Darren, Elmar, and Leanne. And just because I can, here is a more updated picture of Sildar. Obviously, the armor is not correct, but that's fine.
Right.
But okay.
D&D Beyond character sheets are so nice because I was like, man, I should have all this shit I have converted into gold pieces, and then I clicked on it. It automatically, at the top of the page, it automatically converts all of the currency into gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got an idea of how much you actually have when you
Also,
go to
if
buy
you
something.
just click it, it tells you how much each thing is worth in gold pieces. So, like,
Yeah.
Us. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Astraeus,
Yeah.
you work your way over to the orchard, and Darren greets you at the door as he's currently got a box of something, or a crate rather, of something in his hands. Hey, what's up, Astraeus? Give me a second here. As he sits down the crate, he's got like a rag in his hand. Just, hey, well met, man. What can I get for you?
well, I need to purchase another horse and hopefully a bunch of apples.
Ironic. As he literally grabs the crate he was just carrying and he sets it down in front of you.
All right.
There's about 30 in there. You take what you want.
I'll take all 30 for now. I might be back.
Fair enough. And he'll go over and he'll grab a horse, just a skinnier, brown, not quite a Clydesdale. I don't know anything else but a Clydesdale for horses.
Sure.
Quarter horse.
Yeah, and he brings that one over. Skinnier, brown with a black tail, black mane. Is that called
Yeah.
a mane for
Yeah.
a horse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it? Okay. He brings it over and he's like, this. I don't know why Bubba's the first name to come to my mind, but we're going with it.
Oh, God.
This is Bubba.
I gotta find Bubba.
This is Bubba.
I got him. I'm Bubba.
All right.
I will part with Bubba. Are you wanting to rent him, or are you wanting to own him?
I would prefer to buy him off of you.
120 gold is yours.
All right. I'll toss him 120. Well, what, 100 and... I'll toss him like 140 for the apples also.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Some expensive ass apples.
Well, it's also, we're... Gotta pay him back and shit. Pay extra. Whatever. That stuff we do.
Could have given him like 12 silver pieces for the apples or copper pieces.
Probably, but we made a bunch of money on that, it's a whole spider situation. You're not here.
Yeah. Oh, this is my ghost haunting you.
Breckle.
Technically, also a brown horse with a black mane would be called a bay.
All right.
There you go.
Well, Darren, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. You're going to help me eat tonight.
Hopefully you'll eat a lot more than just tonight. Don't spend all that in one go somehow.
No, I barely leave Phandalin, so it'll be all right.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, though. Hey, take care of Bubba. He really likes scratches behind the ear.
Good to know. I'll hop back on my horse and lead Bubba back to the group, I guess.
Like I said, I don't know why Bubba was the first name I thought of, but for some reason, Bubba. I was like, all right, we're going with it.
All right. Yeah,
But yeah, you guys see Astraeus come back over on the Clydesdale that he already was riding, and he's got a little shorter, what did you call it? A bay horse? He's got a smaller brown bay horse.
Elira, he said his name was Bubba. I really don't. I don't know. Find a better name or keep Bubba. I don't care. Apparently, he likes scratches behind the ear. Take a horse.
Okay.
I don't know.
I do like scratches behind the ear.
I didn't need to know that.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hell yeah.
Now I guess you don't have to be a horse druid. You can turn into whatever creature you prefer.
Wonderful. This is exciting.
Wait, was he walking through town as a horse the whole time?
Yeah, was he standing in Sildar's office as a horse?
Right.
Yeah.
Peter, the horse is here.
Oh. Well,
By the way, I'm just gonna go up and like put my hand on the horse, and I'm just gonna be like, "You're Shadowfax now."
that is a much cooler name.
I didn't hear the name. My Discord kind of froze. What was it?
Shadowfax.
Nice.
Mm.
The horse will just kind of sit there. Huh? Huh? All right. You guys now have enough horses for the crew, except for the druid, but obviously he can solve that himself. What would we like to do?
I recommend you fly. Give us a bird's eye view.
Yeah, it could be arranged.
I mean-
Absolutely, I could.
We have a bird.
I'm
Well,
gonna look over to.
Have you guys heard that the bird is the word?
I
How
cast
about
a
that bird?
fireball in the
Bird is
middle
the
of our
word.
group and kill us all. Enough.
Nezznar reappears. Hello. Whoosh.
You missed.
Probably
Also,
he
full
did last
master.
time.
Sure fucking did.
I texted Wonder about this, but I couldn't remember. Do you remember who actually killed Nezznar?
I'm pretty sure it was Thren.
That's what I thought, but
I'll go back.
Or was it
I'll go back in the.
no,
I'll
Sildar
go
killed
back in
the
the
other
VOD and
guy.
find out.
Sildar killed
I just
Blast
watched
Staff.
it like 3 weeks ago. I don't remember.
I'll go back
Yeah.
and watch the VOD, and I'll have an answer for you,
Okay. Yeah,
which you can find over
was
on
gonna say, I guess, yeah.
youtube.com/thearcana-check.
I can also go watch the VOD, I guess. It was just more of a if you knew in the moment. Because I
Sure
didn't.
fucking don't, buddy.
Yeah, I don't either.
But okay. What's the plan, folks?
Oh yeah, where's first on the map?
So, oh hey,
Don't have the map.
There's a horse thing.
Silas, how long does your little magic trick work? Is it like at will or?
Oh, that's a great question. Let me look.
I think he can
Because if we're
summon and dismiss it, like as long as he wants to.
It's infinite. He can dismiss it or summon it.
And
as
if
he
that
pleases.
horse
As long as
dies,
we're
he
not,
can just
like,
bring another one back. Like it
Mhm.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Or I'm pretty sure I can change it out too.
I didn't know if it was like a spell that would
Yeah.
like dissipate mid travel or
Nope.
not. I just
It's-
No,
It's more like a spirit
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
that stays with you.
all right.
it's a dog
So-
spirit.
That's kind of funny. Now that I'm looking at the map, the order of the town, starting from Everlund, going up to Silvery Moon, and then up to
The Citadel.
the Citadel, is actually the same order I have here written down.
I was gonna say we
Nice.
might as well go
That's kinda
Everlund
funny.
first. It's on the way.
Okay.
Yup.
So Everlund will be Darathra's quest. Silvery Moon is, Urgula's quest, and then the Citadel is Glerin's quest. So
So let's just, as Estrella said, let's head to Everland.
okay, let me just have a quick look at this map. I want to see. I mean, it's a straight shot basically. You guys have got to go through your Yartar. So what did I say? From Phandalin to Neverwinter's like a couple day
Couple
travel.
hours. Did you say that? I'm
To
sorry.
Neverwinter, not to Tribor.
Tribor to Phandalin.
Gotcha.
From Tribor, it was a couple hours.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Tribor. So I would say that's a much farther trek, although it is pretty straightforward. I'll say that takes you guys 4 days on horseback. Of course, assuming that you guys stop for camp and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So for convenience, because convenience, congratulations, you guys are in fucking Everland.
Nice.
So allow me to do this. I'm sorry. Did anybody want to role play camping? Because we can.
No,
Yes.
I'm good.
No, I don't care.
Of course you would.
Of course I would. This isn't news.
That's not the right folder. Session. Here we go. Session 3. Everlund. Okay. I apologize in advance. These maps kind of suck. I believe this one's kind of blurry. I once again, I apologize. But that is Everlund. That'll be the first spot that you guys are going to.
A lot of water.
Let's see. And you guys are delivering a badge to Drawl Thelev.
Okay. Does anybody remember where he's staying?
I don't.
The moon, something moon, maybe.
I don't.
I remember something moon.
No, that's a
Well,
whole different. That's a different town. He's just all we really got was in this town, so we get to go talk to people.
Yeah, the gal that wrote down all of the notes here.
Yeah, we didn't get an exact location. We just have to find them.
Just have to go. Okay.
It's D&D. If we got all the information, we wouldn't be here.
Question for the DM.
Yes, sir.
Is there like you ever go to a mall and then they have like a directory when you enter the mall? Is there anything like a sign that shows us where everything is as we enter the town?
Yeah. As you guys enter, you guys go through this big iron and stone gate. And as you see, you come up to this post sign. It's got arrows pointing in all sorts of different directions. It says tavern to the left. It says general store to the right. Bookstore to the left. City hall to the right.
Does it have directions to the one guy?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
That would be
Good
too
try, though.
easy.
That's
This is just me thinking out
just
loud here. Do you think somebody at the city hall would know where this guy is? Maybe?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Truthfully.
Hey,
I suppose.
everybody knows everybody at tavern.
Well, I
That
suppose
is
we could
true as well.
True. Split up and see what we find.
Yeah, there you go.
All
I'll head
right.
to City Hall.
I'll go with to City Hall and
Okay. So Astreus and Thren are going to the tavern. Okay.
Yes.
Lyra?
Is there a general store along the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you keep needing the store?
I'm stocking up. I have
Maybe they have cool stuff.
On what?
I have an ominous feeling that we're going to need supplies.
It's a solid feeling.
You always.
As says the voice.
Maybe it's just you.
That's fair.
You always give me an ominous feeling.
But Elira, Corin, where are you two going?
I will also go to the tavern.
Okay.
I'll go to City Hall.
Okie dokie. Okay, let's see. Jedi, evens or odds?
Odds.
Cool. As you guys make your way to the city hall, you come up to the main building and you are greeted with a guard. This guard has the colors of Everlund, which are a gold with a little bit of a bronze. It's a very nice complimentary. He's got one of those classic guard helmets where you can't see any face, but he's got like that little slit right in the middle.
Yep.
What is your purpose?
Well, we are looking for whatever the guy's name is. I don't remember.
Drawl Thelev.
Draw Thelev. You know where we could find him?
There are lots of people in Everlund. If you're looking for someone in particular, I suppose I could inquire with someone inside, but they may not have the exact same answer for you. Come with me. He'll open the door and he'll enter.
I follow.
He'll go up to this small, like, gnomish guy. He's on one of those, like, what are they called? The ladders that go up the bookcases that roll.
Yeah.
I know what you're
I
talking
think
about.
it's just a ladder, but yeah.
Yeah.
You see him, he's on this ladder, and he, like, kicks the wall, and the ladder goes flying. It stops at one particular point, and he just starts digging through books. Upon the interruption, my lord. Yes, what is it? We've got some out-of-towners here. They're looking for... Who?
All to live.
Drawl the Live. Do you know where his location is? No, I sure don't. Thank you, come again. He starts going through a book.
You didn't even try to look.
You see the guard, he'll kick the bottom of the ladder. He'll look down, he'll see the three of you just... All right, fine. He'll put the book and put it back on the shelf, climb down the ladder. He'll sit in his chair and he just, okay. Who?
All to live, please. Fucking hero. Oh, man.
Bloody hell. I just sent a letter to him the other day. Danavar's house.
Danavar's house. Okay.
Danavar's house. I don't know the location. Forgive me, but he's a member of what the hell are they called? I don't remember. The Harpers. He's a member of the Harpers.
Do you know how far it is from here?
It can't be that far. Everything's within at least a little bit of a hop and a jump, unless you're my size. At that, it takes 2 hops.
funny guy.
I try my best. Anything else I can help you with today?
I believe that would be it. I appreciate
Appreciate
your knowledge. Thank you. I don't know if that's the
Absolutely.
word for it, but
See them out, please. Thank you. Have a good day. Well met. Safe travels. All that. He'll go back up the ladder, go back to his book. Doors this way. Thank you.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, of course. I don't know the exact location, but I would bet head that way.
yeah.
Everything's usually that way. He'll point the direction you came and the other direction, obviously. But as we go to the other 3, you all are heading to the tavern.
General store.
General store, sorry. General store
Tom
and then
Roll.
tavern, or tavern in the
Yep.
general store?
General store first.
Okay.
Never know what you might need.
As you enter the general store, I don't have a name for it, I apologize. As you enter, actually, there might be one on this map. I don't know if can I read. I can. Holy shit!
It's a Glebco.
No,
Dreaming
no.
Dragon.
What a name.
I don't know if that is actually it, but we're gonna go with it. You see a sign with 2 dragon heads, and underneath this is Dreaming Dragon on like a hanging wooden sign.
I'll just.
Nice. As you enter, you see a human male behind the counter, kind of broad in the shoulders, bald with like a big goatee. Hell yeah! Welcome to the Dreaming Dragon. Can I get for you?
I turn around and walk out.
Another beer. Give me a beer. Another beer.
Hell yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No,
Pretty good. That caught
I
God damn it.
walk up.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It was the first thing that popped in my head. All right, give me.
What do I see in the store? Weapons, armor, cool stuff.
Looks like a lot of like general goods. Maybe a couple swords hanging up.
Any cans of whoop ass anywhere?
Oh yeah, damn right. We got some over there on the clearance bin. What?
Jesus Christ.
I actually do
Yeah.
just walk out.
I
I'm
would,
alright.
Fair enough.
Potions. I need to.
Yeah, I got a couple right here, son. He takes one. He puts it on the counter. Yeah, that'll be 6 gold.
What is it?
A potion of healing. You never seen one before?
Well,
I can't.
you didn't tell me what it looks like.
It's a can of whoop ass. What do you mean?
Anyway,
He takes the top and he kind of swirls it, and you see like the little magical glitter
okay.
that you see.
Potion of
there you
healing.
go. Potion of healing.
Got
6
any?
gold.
I'll get in all close. Yeah, you got anything rare? You know, higher value?
Well, that depends. What are you looking for?
All of it.
Are you a cop?
I'm a fucking dwarf. Do I look like a cop to you?
I don't know who's a cop and who's not a cop nowadays.
I've got money. Lots of it.
But are you a cop? Legally, you have to tell me if you're a cop.
So, no, I am not a cop.
All right, son. I'll see what I got. He'll go in this chest and kind of dig around, and he'll pull out this crossbow, sets it on the counter, an all metal crossbow. It's got like some ornate jewels into it. This is pretty rare, I think. I don't know. It was sold by one of them green people coming up in here with the real pointed nose.
It's Yankee?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't judge book by its cover.
It just looks cool, or?
I think it looks badass, but you know, I don't have any arrows to shoot in it.
I like look around and
Yeah, for some reason he doesn't have any bolts or arrows or anything. A couple bows, but yeah, that's no arrows for whatever fucking reason.
does it
You
look
want-
like it has like a magical pristine to it?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Fuck, that's not good.
Yeah, it is. You got it.
Well, considering your warlock already left the building.
I am just
Yeah.
standing outside.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
All right,
I'm gonna get a second opinion.
You want to keep this on the counter?
Yes, please. And I'll
right.
step outside.
What?
Hey, you are needed.
Oh,
Usefulness.
my God.
Be useful ones.
Damn.
I Eldritch Blast the dwarf back into the... Yeah.
You see it just-
Yes. All right. I'll go look at this potion.
Corin, you went to the tavern. Right?
Crossbow.
Yeah, no, I'm just sitting here watching this go down.
Yeah. I was gonna say you see all this going down.
Let's go. What am
I'm
I?
just gonna like say out loud, I have such wonderful friends.
Yes. I'm gonna go. What am I looking at?
This very nice looking crossbow that he seems to have gotten from his Yankee
They
friend.
were green with the pointed nose.
Yes,
Came in here with the real shiny armor.
yes, Yankee. Yes.
I just turned
something
to
like
friend.
that.
I don't know what that means or what that is. Oh, God. I just look at the
Wait.
crossbow.
Is it magical? Does it have a magical? I just.
15.
I'll kind of like, lean over and whisper, "Tell me if it is."
15 on the Arcana check.
You get a slight, vague, magical feeling from it, but nothing other than maybe like some extra like damage of some kind. Maybe it does like extra fire damage. Or
I
maybe...
just turn to him and go, kind of? It's not powerful. Kind of.
Hey.
Speak for yourself there.
So in other
Green
words,
eyes. Come into my store, tell me what's not powerful now, son. It's pretty damn powerful, I'll tell you what. I took it out back, shot me a couple of them little jackalopes the other day. Scooch.
It doesn't,
yes,
you know,
well,
Fuck you, Hero.
I just put my hands up and walk out again. I just can't.
You want it or not? There, short stack.
Well, it is ornate. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe it'll make a good gift for a family friend of mine, but I don't think it's got much battle-hardened value per se. Tell you what, shoot me an offer, and I'll tell you if I think it's reasonable or not.
1,200 gold.
Absolutely not.
All right,
600.
then. 600? I gotta make a profit off this, you some bitch. Come on.
What do let me look at that. So it's like, so what kind of materials are made out of? It's
It looks to be like metal, silver with like some ornate stones in the top of it.
okay. Can I do a check on the value of the like metal itself?
Sure. You can certainly
I
try.
I get advantage on that, so it's gonna be what would that be? Yeah. Let's just say that. We're gonna do a 14. 13
Okay.
plus 1, 14.
You can gather that it's definitely ornate in the fact that you've never really seen anything like this before.
Yeah.
Because it definitely seems like maybe otherworldly. So you're unsure of an exact price, but you guess that whatever he's probably saying is not too far off.
Right. But I was just saying, like, not like an overall value, more like the gems and the metal itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would the value, if I were to do, not magical or otherworldly, just the value of the metal itself it took to build it.
I definitely somewhere between like the 6 to like 1,000 gold, probably around that area.
Okay, I would like to try to negotiate. I'm a dwarf. I know value of metals. I'll give you 800 for the
12.
value of the gems.
12. No higher. Well, unless you want to go higher, but no lower.
That's pretty steep.
Well, I gotta make a profit there, son.
Well,
Sorry about you. You don't like it, there's the door. Go along with your green-eyed friend. Ain't gonna hurt me none. Someone will come in here in the next couple days and buy it.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah, well.
1,000 final offer.
Roll me persuasion.
This turns into Rick Harrison now.
Hey, persuasion.
I gotta call a guy.
Yeah, right. Hello.
Well, I rolled another 14. It's a 15 minus 1, 14.
He kind of looks at you. He kind of like looks over the crossbow. I like the look of your metal, son. But not that much. 12.
Good luck selling it for that price. I'll turn around and walk out.
All right. He'll take the crossbow, throw it in the chest, close it. Have a good day.
I will take the potion, though.
Yeah, right. You paid for that.
But I'm giving him what he asked for. 6.
Right.
Not giving him any tips or nothing.
Right. Okay.
That guy could eat my ass.
All right. As you guys work your way over to the tavern, you enter. It is a lively tavern. A lot of people in here. You work your way up to the bar top. You see two guys. They look to be twins. Both with longer brown hair. One of them's a bit stout, while one of them's actually missing an arm. But one of them kind of looks at you. Hey, what can we get you?
Hey, your finest ale, please.
Oh, never find any finer. One moment.
Allah will be the judge of
Hey,
that.
hey,
No.
Stubby. Get me 3.
I mean,
I'll,
that's a name for a horse.
I'll look at Astraeus. I hope they have something better than that piss water we were drinking back at the last place.
You drank that?
Not all of it.
Psycho.
It's more like a stale wine. You kind of just nurse it.
No, you just choose not to drink it. That is an option.
He'll sit down 3 tankards in front of you. Nice size, all wooden, maybe oak wooden tankards. All right. That'll be 3 silver apiece.
All right, I'll give him 10 silver.
Yeah. Thank you. And here, these compliments. He sets this little, like, ornate glass bowl in between them with, like, these little white and red candies. These are made in the house by Stubby. Please, compliments.
Can
Thank
I
you for the
arcana
ales.
check the candy?
Sure.
They're hallucinogenic.
They might be. I don't know.
Right?
12?
They seem to be non-magical.
All right.
I'll grab the bowl and like.
Oh yeah, he can.
You get a very strong peppermint smell from this.
Hey, they seem to be peppermint.
Hey, yeah, you got a good sniffer on you, do you?
I guess you could say that.
Yeah. Yeah, bless you. Stubby makes them. Kenobi sneezed. I'm supposed to tell him I'm not supposed to tell him bless you? Look at this guy.
No, never ever.
This guy just mid-sentence stops, says "bless you," and there's nobody there.
It's from the candy.
That's canon.
I like slowly start to put the candy back down on the table.
As he's doing that, I'm just gonna like reach in
And
and
look
grab
at
a
Astraeus.
handful and put it in my mouth.
I turn and whisper to Thren, just, what the hell's is a peppermint?
So, Miller, do you know those one Christmas peppermints that are like they have like the little tree in the middle with the red and with the red lines? They're like the soft.
The terrible ones?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Those
yeah.
are so
They're
good.
not terrible.
Yeah.
That's basically what you're
They're
eating.
horrible.
Alright.
They're
Those
so
are good.
Oh,
I love them.
I don't know.
They're like
Happened.
they're the
I
softer.
could eat
they're
a
the-
whole
yeah.
bag of those.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
basically what
fine,
you're
most
eating.
of them.
I'm not a
They
peppermint
are
fan,
delicious.
Mm,
But is Thren a
They're
peppermint fan?
terrible.
no.
I like those peppermint chocolates. That's about it.
Those are good too. But yeah, no, that's what you're eating. But he'll look at you all and he'll just kind of like look down at the bar. Hey, you good down there? All right. Hey, let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
Actually, there may be.
All right.
Do you know of a Draw Thalev?
Name sounds familiar. Why?
Uh,
You looking to give him papers?
Is he undocumented?
yeah. What is that?
What
What does that
Well, no,
mean?
just a lot of people be coming in here giving the other people papers.
No, there's no papers. I don't think we weren't given any paper, right?
No, not that I'm aware of. We're just long time friends, stopping to check in on his health.
Oh, well, it's the weirdest thing. I'm drawing a little bit of a blank. Maybe if I had something to refresh my memory.
Of course, I throw him a gold piece.
I like the career medal. He'll point down the street. You're gonna want to go 4 blocks, take a left, up 2 blocks, take another left, and it's gonna be the 3rd house on the right. I've
Dren,
given
you
this guy
got
like
that?
4 different fucking voices.
Hey,
That's okay.
All right,
I
let's.
feel that.
I guess wait
What
here
the-
for the rest of our crew.
guess. And then we
The other three, are you making your way to the tavern after the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess we're looking for Darren's house. It started with a D. I don't remember the guy's name.
Daryl.
Oh,
No. Oh.
Denavar's house.
Denavar, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the name of the house.
How's this
It
ale?
wasn't Darren. Yeah.
Let's find out. I'm gonna roll for it.
Oh no.
Could be really bad or really good.
Yeah.
It's poison.
not drugged.
Well, that's an 11.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Terrible.
Not terrible, but not
Well,
good.
It's a hell of a lot better than what we just had.
It's a Budweiser, guys.
Well, it'll be better than anywhere else.
say-
I promise you that much. You know, Neverwinter's always talking about how good their fucking ale is. I say we've got the best ale on the Sword Coast. I'll tell you what.
It's more like a Modelo or something.
Have you ever been to Neverwinter?
Only wants to go get fresh with this one tiefling girl.
Okay.
All right.
Let me tell you, she was definitely hot in the pants. Let me tell you.
I'm gonna go find a
Get it?
table away
Get it?
from this guy.
Get it? Get it?
But I think there's somebody over there that needs an ale.
Oh,
Now
We all scurry
the bar. And we all turn to like fucking all of our chairs at the same time.
Yikes.
you like Beetlejuice? Hey, where'd you go? Oh, come on.
We get to a table and I cast minor illusion to make us look not like we did.
But as you guys kind of get ready to exit, you see the other three outside.
Ah.
Kind of go out the door, meet with them.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take my dog out really quick.
Heard. I say we're about done. So for convenience sake here, you guys meet up, tell each other directions.
Yep. We go we go 4 blocks, hang a left, go 2 more blocks, hang a left. It's their house on the right.
There you go. You do exactly that, and you arrive at this pretty nice-looking house. On the front of it, you see Danavar's house with an odd symbol next to the front door. What do you do?
What's the symbol?
Burn it down.
I was gonna say kick the
Gotta-
door in, but
I gotta look that up really quick.
Because there's multiple reasons that could be important. What language is the symbol? What does it mean?
do I recognize the symbol?
All right,
You
this.
do, yes.
Ooh,
Silas, you definitely do.
the hell are you listening to?
My thoughts.
Ah.
There you go. Symbol is in the chat.
Ooh, okay.
Doesn't look exactly like that. It's more just take out the blue, just the metal is on the actual door. Like where a door knocker would be, that's where that's at.
That's in its place. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that means nothing to me.
To be honest, I would be surprised if it did. But what do you do?
Why is Thren? Yeah, Thren, you're the most normal of us here. You should probably lead this one.
I'll kind of like look at you and then I'll like look over the rest of my group and go, I hate to say it, but you're right. So I'll like walk up and just kind of
Takes a moment. You hear footsteps approach the door. Opens slightly. You see a dark green complexion with one yellowish eye. What do you want?
we're here to see a friend.
He'll kind of look around. I don't know you. What do you want?
We were sent here on a quest from someone else. They
Who?
what was her name again? Hold on.
Arathra.
Her name was.
He said it.
Yeah.
Darathra.
Rathra.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
He just
Darathra.
refuses
I'm
to
gonna-
listen to you.
I'm gonna pull the badge out,
Jesus.
like as this is going on, and I'm just gonna kind of like.
He'll look at the badges. The door fully opens and you see I have to explain all this to Jedi again once he gets back. It's fine. It's fine.
You said that in Scotty K Fitness voice.
It's fine.
In the bowl. Yes.
But you guys see this one-eyed orc answer the door as he just looks at you all, just kind of overlooks you with his one eye. Badge.
I approach.
He politely takes it from you. He just kind of looks at it. You actually see him like remove the leather slightly, and you see the symbol, the same symbol that's on his door, underneath the badge. Okay, come on.
I walk
What?
in.
All right.
Shut the
That was
door
easier
behind
than
you.
I expected.
Shut the door behind you.
I'll go ahead and shut it. And I'm like standing on my tippy toes to get the last one locked.
Thanks. He'll go behind this like homemade bar top that he's got. So, Darathra sent you.
Yeah.
What you do for Darathra?
Pretty much saved her home and life.
All right, Jedi. You can look in the chat. You can see what the gentleman that answered the door. You guys are now inside. Silas showed him the badge, and you guys entered. But I'm so sorry. Wonder, say that again.
I would say, well, we pretty much saved her home and her life, if that counts for anything.
Does. Yeah. Okay. He'll kind of reach down, grab out this silver bottle. Kind of has like these ornate like stuff about it, and this small wooden glass. A wooden glass. That's really funny. Whatever. He puts it down and he uncorks the bottle and he pours a little bit into the glass. He just slides it forward. Drink.
I'll pick it up and
As you
smell
sniff it, you get a very sweet aroma. If you sent from Darathra, she sent you here for one thing. Drink.
I'll look at the others.
You don't want to drink it? I'll drink it.
Yep.
Okay.
I down it.
How's it taste?
How's it taste?
As you drink it, you get these really nice, sweet, almost berry-ish flavors from it.
Hey,
But you guys, as it takes a moment, but you guys see Thren and he disappears. He'll pull the glass back and pour another shot. He'll put it back. Drink. It makes sense. It makes sense in moment. Drink.
Astreus is thinking, oh fuck, not again.
I grab it.
PTSD.
He just stares at you. It's nice armor.
Thank you.
Silas just gone. He pours another glass. Drink.
We're getting sent to the Shadow Realm.
No, you just pop out and you're like falling into lava.
I've been falling for 30 minutes. All right, since nobody else is going to do it, I'll just fucking...
Same. Nice, sweet, Very it's not too sweet. It does have a very like a nice bitter berry taste to it. But you guys watch Astraeus? Why eyes green?
Well, that's a long story.
We don't have time for that.
But it's really quite yummy. Disappear.
He takes the cup and he kind of wipes off the corner. Sorry, I meant to do this during each one. I forgot. He pours another cup, sets it down. 3 more.
Fuck it. I'll drink it.
Big man.
Mm.
Again, same berry-ish flavor, a little bit of sweet. Takes a moment. Corin's gone. Wipes off, pours, sets it. 2 more.
Who's left?
I guess.
You and Elira.
Okay. Ladies first.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
He'll kind of like look at you a little bit. I like the side cut. I always think about doing that, but I'm too old.
Never too old.
Last one. Here, dragonborn.
I'll
It's
take
a
the
nice axe.
Thank you. As he's saying that, I drink it. Thank you. I won it in a tournament. And I get the image like at mid sentence. I won it in a. And
I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was quicker. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
All right.
I
Wait,
like it.
You.
I like it.
So wait, what? Okay, fill me in on the last like 10 minutes. So we get into this building. We
So
see
you
this
guys,
guy.
you guys roll up to Danavar's house as you
Yeah.
enter. As you guys, well, they had Thren knock. You guys see the door crack open after hearing, some. You see this dark green complexion with a yellow eye. What you want? I don't know you. What you want? And Silas showed him the badge of Tribor, to which he shut the door, opened it again, took the badge, checked it for its legitimacy, which what you guys didn't see was the symbol on the front of the door was also underneath the badge. He had you guys enter, and then you guys each took a shot of some kind of very nicely sweet berry-ish drink, and as far as you know, it
We're all
fucking teleported you somewhere.
Yeah.
But we'll have to find out. Make sure you all tune in next Friday. No, the 25th, sorry, for Storm King's Thunder. Of course, that's assuming that everyone is able to be there.
I can't do the
Question.
25th.
Oh my
okay.
god.
Question. I have
apologize.
off next weekend because of Easter. Do we want to pick this up again next week? I have the next 3 weekends off.
So the 18th?
I got the 18th and 25th off.
Let me check my
That-
schedule.
Both them weekends.
So Miller, you said you can't do the 25th?
No, I can't. That's draft weekend. I've got live streams and stuff to do, unfortunately.
Are we live
Yeah.
Friday night?
Me and Jake always do Thursday, and then
Uh-huh.
I end up doing Friday with like Patrick and Jackson, and
Right.
then
What time
I
is
don't go
Friday's
live for day
part of the
3.
draft?
Next week
Probably starts around 7.
Next week is WrestleMania, so we can't do
Wouldn't it
anything that
start-
weekend.
Earlier.
Well, it would be Friday. It wouldn't be any other
Yep.
day.
Yep.
Because Saturday we've got stuff with the family, and then Sunday we've got stuff with buddies.
Right, but Friday means I have to bake and cook all day.
Oh yeah, next week is Easter also, so whatever plans you guys decide to do for that.
Right. So, well,
I mean,
then I would say,
the 9th?
yeah, sounds
Is
like
the
we're
next-
pushed. Sounds like we're pushed until May then.
Oof, that's a full month.
I mean,
Stuff.
that's kind of the trend lately.
Yeah.
Yep. That tracks. Okay, so I know it's super far out, but how's the 9th? That is not our typical. Well, I guess shit. That probably wouldn't work for you, would it, Jedi?
What do you mean?
No, that would be our
Or,
typical
no,
week.
I guess it would
Yeah,
be our
that would
typical.
that
I'm
would
not,
be
I'm
my
looking at the
that
wrong
would
one.
be my weekend off. Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, does the 9th sound okay for everybody, or do we have any idea?
It should, but if anything changes, I'll
Works
let
for
you
me.
know.
Yeah, it sounds good on paper. If anything, like Miller said, if anything changes, I'll let you know.
Okay. Obviously, I'll hit you guys. I'm not gonna bother hitting you up anytime like in the next couple weeks, but like the week before, I'll send something, and then that week of, I'll send something.
And obviously, if anything changes, like if any, I'm not taking any like what's the word I'm looking for?
Overtime.
I'm not taking overtime from like me wanting overtime, but if they tell me I have to, then I'll let you guys know.
Right.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
All right. Okay.
Cool. Well,
Sounds good to
Geek, do
me.
you still have my YouTube login?
Yeah, I'll get it uploaded, I guess. I guess that'll end the recording.